easier.
Well, no, I threw it on anyways. I'm not like starting the intro. I don't like have the intro like synced up with like actually starting the stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have it hooked up through OBS. I'm gonna have you guys do when everyone gets in is you'll all be on the actual stream. I will deafen myself, and I'll play it. So you guys just will watch it on the stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's the way I got it set up. You might have gotten a notification that I started stream like 5 hours ago for like 2 minutes because that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was just finagling that.
I figured so. Didn't quite open it, but you know.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play. We haven't played in a week, and I'm really excited to play.
Hell yeah. As am I. Got some fun stuff planned.
Do you?
Indeed, I do.
Oh. I do have to let you know I have a hard cutoff at 9:30. Oh.
9:30?
Yeah, because last time we went over, and I didn't know if we were gonna go over today, but I have a hard cutoff at 9:30 just in case.
Wait, like 9:30 or 11:30?
Oh, 11:30.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, Sage.
No.
I was like, hour and a half? Yeah, totally, dude. Oh my god.
No, 9:30 my time. 11:30 your time.
All right, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, no, we ran a little bit late because yeah, I mean things are taking longer than I expected. And I think I know where you guys will approximately stop tonight. Things might like reach that point. Honestly, I don't think they will. I think there's plenty to do before then. I have some plans elsewise. Because then there is something that we're going to like start off with next session, kind of like regardless of where it goes. Like I have some different ways to sort of faff about it.
Okay.
You know? Because I know where I want to end. We might not get there, but we're not going to go past it because that part is not ready. It could have been ready, but then I fell into reading my own writing again, and I just fell into that for like an hour and a half today, which was very good. And I went and I'm basically every time I go and I read these, I read all of them, and I go and I make small edits to like little tiny like baby things to like make it a little more clear. You know, so they're just polishing.
Very fun. I'm very happy for you, Clarky.
Oh yeah.
I've also been working on new bass stuff. So and I'm teaching myself musical theory. So I'm learning more about music, progressions, chords, intervals, things like that. That way I can actually like write some fun stuff. And so we might be able to use it for the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Delicious. But now my mouth is on fire. Tonight's drink. Why is there just a bowl with syrup in it? I'm gonna blame that on my roommate.
Oh, also I went thrifting yesterday, and I got like a metal cup with a sticker on it that says "Witch's Brew," and that's what I'm drinking out of right now.
Hell yeah, dog.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, wait. Do you have an Instagram, Clark?
I do not.
Okay. I just have to show you this very cool shirt that I got that I wore to the club the other day.
What session is this? This is session 4, right?
4 we skipped last week, so yeah. Where the fuck is everybody?
I don't know, dude.
I got people who are gonna watch our stream.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
And welcome to the Cracker Barrel Podcast.
think I need my laptop. Right back.
Yeah, you might need that, buddy.
I'm on my computer, but I think there's some stuff I need to do on my laptop.
Okay.
Aww.
Hmm.
There was this man that I met on a plane about a year ago, and I follow his Instagram now, and he just got married to his longtime girlfriend.
Oh, shout out to
They're
Plain
both
Man.
they're both giant. They're both bodybuilders.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Also, I have a new rolling surface.
Hell yeah.
Before I was just like rolling on my like little dice box that came with my lapis dice, but now I have a actual like Magic the Gathering mat, which I can go and
Hell
do
yeah.
stuff on, which is awesome.
All right, so tonight's drink, get this. I went to an undisclosed alcoholic shop, and tonight's drink is by Untitled Art. It's Florida Seltzer's Blood Orange Pomegranate Hard Seltzer. It's basically like a hard kombucha. No, sort of, maybe.
Interesting.
I got it in the aisle near hard kombucha. So
Nice.
Hello.
Hello, welcome
I'm
to the
here.
podcast,
hello.
my dude.
I showed up to the hard time.
Showed up on time. I know this is pretty crazy, Jake. I'm wiling.
I know.
Now it's Eddie that's late
Except
today.
like
Well, he's usually also late, but hopefully he'll be in.
Grab your drinks, boys and girls and thems and theys. What's a good term for just everybody? Grab your drink, everybody.
Gamers.
Yeah, no.
Gamer, either gamers or every pony, I think also works.
oh no, don't say that. Don't say every pony. We're not at the Equestrianauts episode.
We're not at the Equestronauts episode, not yet. Top tier episode. Hello, welcome in. That is
back.
actually everyone. Holy shit!
Wow, that's incredible. I'm only 2 minutes late.
Yeah.
You are not. No,
Yeah,
no,
you
you're
made it on time.
no,
for
you're early, Eddie. You're 2 minutes early.
Seriously?
Oh no, I said
No.
8:10.
No.
Never mind. Fuck you.
Oh, that's what I thought. I keep it 100.
Oh, let's see
Do
here.
you remember that Clark is the king of gaslighting?
Oh fuck, I
Rick is
forgot.
also the king of gatekeeping and girl bossing.
I forgot. We're in general, not D
never
and D
forget.
zone. All right, we actually do have to move to D and D zone
Oh, that's
for
fair.
stream
Yeah, you
reasons.
schmucks.
There we go. I was wondering why you guys weren't
Yes.
showing up on my stream thing here. All right,
I'm not
We
him
all
guy.
have
Long rest
So-
after.
there we go.
There we go.
So
him guy.
I'm not
I
him guy.
have a small. I have a small treat for you. A thing that you can have as a treat.
A long rest.
So no. Go into Twitch.
Oh.
What, everyone in?
Oh,
I have to open a new tab amidst all my tabs of video essays with titles like "The Creeping Fascism of Rocco's Modern
Oh,
Life."
Awesome.
Taco.
All
My
right.
brother in
This-
crisis. I am so excited.
All right. So is everyone in?
Man,
Okay,
Oh, baby.
I am going to-
turn your volume on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Turn the volume of the stream on. I am going to mute.
this. I'm gonna mute you guys so I can watch it.
Yeah. So everyone.
you turn on stream volume and mute this call.
Yeah. Turn on stream volume. Mute this call, and in 10 seconds, just prepare.
Hang on.
I
All right, I'm
don't know
gonna
how
have to switch things
turn the
up.
volume down of the call. How do I do
I
that?
don't know how this is gonna work. Wait, I gotta get
Just
calls
deaf
from
it.
Twitch.
No,
going
just
up
just
here.
deafen yourself.
Deafen yourself. There's a button called deafen,
Deafen and unmute.
right next to your mic.
Just deafen. Okay. Deafen and then unmute the actual stream. Here we go.
I can't
All
hear
of it,
anything.
because
Hello.
When I click on mute, it undeafens me as
Oh.
well. So how do I
Woo!
deafen and not mute at the same
Nick,
time?
regardless,
So
it
now we
doesn't
just
matter.
switch
It's
it back.
over.
We know
Nick,
we
It's
just
did,
switch
over.
it.
could you listen to the thing?
Yes.
Oh,
I
I
also didn't see
didn't.
anything except I didn't see my character. So
What?
everybody else.
Yes, you did.
I
Bones,
I wasn't
what?
looking. I wasn't looking.
Oh, we were just
You
doing
weren't
that for
looking?
the damn
Bones
intro.
Malone
was
is like the
busy-
first one.
He's like the
I was
second
busy
guy.
muting and unmuting myself. 'cause I
Oh
couldn't figure
my
out who I
god.
was.
All right.
Damn it,
All
Eddie.
right, look, we're playing it again. It's 40 seconds. Here you go.
That's fine.
Don't be
I'll
silent.
hear it again. Shout out to myself for making the music. And shout out to Dark
Oh,
for speeding it up.
shout out.
Helped in some minor editing.
All right.
Well, that's badass.
Thank you. Shout out to Sage for getting that music down. Shout out to Jake for helping me realize that I have Microsoft Paint on my computer. Didn't know that was there.
Came free with your Xbox.
Came free with my Xbox. All right. In that case,
I'm not done yet. I'm still in the intro. I'm at the LCC part.
what? You're still in the intro?
And
What?
you're really lagging.
What
Yeah,
the
I'm kind
fuck?
of lagging in the stream.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna restart this.
It's okay.
Stream.
It's okay.
All right. Good
Enjoy the
enough.
stream.
So,
Welcome to the Cracker Barrel podcast.
where we left off, your party was tasked with the removal of several monsters that had inhabited an abandoned mine outside of the small town of Dry Gully. There, you fought against chimeras, massive rust-eating bugs, armored bullets, and even a beast of sentient lava. Upon your successful return from the mine, you were greeted and paid by Morris and woke up half the town with your antics with Jeremiah and your entrance into the tavern/inn, the Rusty Crown. As last we left off, Sarah discovered something missing from their room, and Bones entered the Rusty Crown, searching for a drink.
Yep.
Bones. It is sunrise.
Yeah, but I haven't slept in days.
I don't think you can sleep to begin with.
God damn it.
Bones. Sorry, Mr. Malone.
Mr. Malone.
Bones.
Alright.
It is
Let
5
me
in the
get back into
morning.
character. Let me
Ha-
get back into character. Sun rises,
Just-
sun sets. In the end, it's all the same. I want a drink.
They're not open. No one's in here but me and you.
At saying this, you start to hear some very muddled sound of clashing pots and pans coming back from behind the bar.
Fear. Him guy.
I'm
hears
gonna
this
run
from a
down
mile
the
away
stairs.
and steers clear of the bar.
I'm gonna run down the stairs and I'm gonna lean over the counter because I'm just curious at this point.
Okay, so it's not so there's the counter, and then there's sort of a wall with a window, and then behind there is where the noises are coming from.
Is there a door that goes like into the kitchen area?
Yes.
I'm gonna open the door and peek in, I guess.
All right. Peeking inside, peeking inside, you go and you look in, and you see that this is where the kitchen is. There's a hot iron with a stove. There's a bunch of pots and pans, unsurprisingly, all over the place. A couple dangling from the ceiling. Laying down sort of underneath them, underneath one of the cupboards, is a small black kobold dressed in a white chef suit, and he has that chef's hat just sort of like pulled over his eyes.
Oh, you sleeping?
Is he awake? Or no, he's moving around, right?
He's moving around, but he doesn't really seem awake. Listening in, you can just start hearing him go just like
Dog dreaming?
sort of like kicking his
Dog
arms and
breathing.
feet around.
I'll let him
I'm
be.
I'm gonna close the door.
All right.
I'm gonna walk over to Bones and I'm just gonna lean in close to him and be like, someone broke in my room.
Really? I haven't
The-
even been in here in my life. Was it
I-
locked?
That's the thing. It was broken, and I asked them to fix it, and when I came back, it was gone. The whole lock mechanism is gone. And I go through my bag, and some personal belongings are currently missing.
You keep your bag on yourself.
Well, I didn't want to. I have a lot to carry.
So do
And
I.
you know,
We
I didn't.
all have things to carry.
Physically and mentally.
Exactly.
So
Him guy
just him guy
chimes in
popping
from
out of
across the
nowhere.
room.
Finally,
I'm gonna-
his corner.
Explain the exact joke.
I'm gonna talk to that bartender in the morning because I feel I have a very big hunch on who took my things. I'll see you in the morning, Bones. And to
Good
you,
luck.
him guy.
Yeah, I really wonder.
Oh,
Wonder who took him.
You have my pay because you kicked me out of the talk.
Yeah, because you were getting hot.
I know I'm extremely hot, but you don't. Can I just have my money?
Oh my fucking god. I don't have your money.
Who has my money?
I don't know who has your money. I didn't take it.
Him guy, do you have my money?
I didn't take it.
Can I insight check? Can I insight check this?
Seriously did not. I put all my money in the little.
You can
money
get no,
bag.
you can insight check. Who are you insight checking?
Both of them.
Okay, go ahead. Make me two separate
I
rolls.
everything but my 5.
Okay, so
coins.
for Bones, I rolled a 13, and for him guy, I rolled a modded 20.
Okay, for
I
Bones,
rolled.
are up to you on this because it's not exactly a deception.
I'm not gonna talk.
Yeah, so for Bones, hard to read.
I clearly know, but I'm not. I didn't take it.
Yeah,
Hard to read.
Bones is hard to read. Him guy, every word that they say really is just from the deepest part of their heart, their truest
did
self
not
speaking
take
at
it.
all times. You trust him guy.
I guess I'll go back tomorrow in the morning, I guess, to go collect
I
my money.
wouldn't lie to you, friend. Why would you even think that?
Because I've only known you for at least 7 hours. I barely know any
We've-
of you.
We've had death-defying experiences together. We've
This isn't my first time.
bonded.
This is my first time.
This exactly. Him guy
I'm
walks
tired.
away.
Him
I'm
guy
tired and
walks
dirty.
Him guy walks
I'm
away.
tired. I'm dirty. I'm
Him
going
guy
to
is
bed.
not listening. Him guy is walking away. Already.
As I walk up the stairs, I'm just gonna ask, "Where's ass?" Ass.
Yes.
Where's us?
Ass. I have to really emphasize that F.
Where are you?
Just standing around.
What was that fucking noise? My
Just
god.
being a dude.
Just laying on the ground.
Do you have my money, or did you guys leave it with?
You don't even remember his name, do you?
That was on you to take, my guy.
You kicked
That
me
was
out
on you
before
to
I could.
take.
You guys made me leave before I could collect.
You put
Are
a
you your
skull on
own
the man's
individual?
desk.
You could at
Are
least do the
you
courtesy.
or are you
Have you
not
taken
your own
responsibility for a
individual?
thing in your life?
Oh, absolutely.
Like what?
I'd rather not talk about that. I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys around noon.
Turn around.
I'm going to my room and I immediately pass out on my bed.
All right. The rest of you?
Immediately passed out. I will go sleep
I
on
go to sleep.
on my porch.
Sit at the
Well,
bar
actually,
and
I'll go
brood
find
for
a
4
corner.
hours, which counts as a long rest for me.
Okay.
Culture.
Gotcha.
He's in sentry mode. He's just eyes just like turn around.
All right. So everybody goes. They you climb up this.
PC mode. If you approached me, you might get a quest.
There's a little floating
might get
icon
one.
above Bones's head. You go. You walk up.
A
You
big question mark.
yeah. You go. You walk up the stairs to that second floor area, stepping into your rooms and falling into a long rest. Except of course for you, Bones. Um, Now, everybody take your long rest, obviously. Go. You heal, you get your spell slots back, etc. All right. You awaken from your rest approximately 8 to 10 hours later. By the looks of the sunlight shining through your windows, it is around noon. From each of your rooms, you can see straight out into the mine, your footprints already dissolving in the desert wind. Bones, when you woke up about 4 hours ago, um, you very greatly startled the small black kobold who was getting up to do his morning routine to see a motionless, hulking figure sitting at the bar.
Yeah? Well, did he react in any way?
Well, he jumped and sort of like scurried back into the kitchen.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna pay a little bit more attention.
All right. So as you all exit your rooms, sunlight shining through the windows, Silith comes out from behind the bar and grabs your attention. Sort of
The
all
more
of
the
you
merrier.
as you're
You
walking
feel as
out.
though your journey is finally over.
I feel like
Oh
a
my god.
fear. There's a subtle fear within the pits of my stomach.
I'm making direct eye contact.
Okay. Silas seems pretty tired. Like she also just sort of got up like maybe 2 hours ago, and hearing you guys stirring up there very well may have surprised her. She looks up to all of you and to you, of course, Bones, and just says, "Well, well, well. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't surprised to see you. Morris came by after you all dozed off and told me that you actually did it. Ronald, Scoville, and I want to treat you to breakfast at least. A token of our gratitude, as it were. Please
That'd
come
be
down,
fine.
take a seat.
It's on the menu.
Oh, we'll give you the special.
Oh, I'm good.
Alright.
What's the special?
I'm
I'm really
very
good.
positive about this because I can't be poisoned. I actually double can't be poisoned due to being a reborn warforged. Poison heals me.
No, I'm pretty sure they cancel each other out, so
No.
you're super
Well, I'm
vulnerable to it.
vulnerable. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so what do you guys do?
I'm double negatives.
I'll just get a. Can I just? Do you have orange juice?
Orange juice. I think we do. Yes, the latest shipment came by. Here, please sit. About maybe like 20 minutes later, Silith and Ronald come out with a plate in each hand. Each of them with a large array of food. There's a small slab of steak, a salad made up of tomatoes, peppers, and other miscellaneous greens, as well as a massive slice of watermelon, which fits almost half of the plate.
Wow. Well, this is all of them.
It is the least we could do.
What's the barkeep's name?
On this.
Silith.
Silith. I'm gonna stand off to the side a little bit. And I'm just gonna like wave her over.
Mm-hmm. Okay, she walks over, follows you over.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean in and whisper, just be like, what the fuck did you do to my room? What did you do to my room?
You're a disruptive presence in the classroom.
I always am.
I didn't say that in character.
I always.
Are you?
I also. I'm not saying wow in character.
You mean the lock?
Yes, the lock.
Well, Ronald came out from his enchantment, as it were, and was less than pleased.
I'm sorry about that. I, d- I don't mean to do it sometimes. It's just a habit. But
It's a habit, too.
a bad habit. Bad habit. I meant nothing from it. Nothing from it. 100%. Um, but from that, someone went in my room and took things from me.
I wonder why.
Interesting.
Turn the map.
I just want to know if you saw anyone go up towards my room at all since I left.
Hmm.
Not saying that you did it, but I just want to know right now.
I wanna
Because
know
I
right
had
now,
because
do
what they
you need
took
me?
is
Do
extremely
you love me
important to me,
forever? Do you need me?
and I need
Never
those
leave me.
back.
Make me so.
And why is a small collection of letters so important to you, my dear?
Okay, so you took them. Okay.
Where are you from?
Why does that matter?
No, I
From the
am
letters, from the
simply
letters,
interested.
from the letters would clearly state where I'm from.
Ah, so you do not deny it.
Why would I? I'm already.
I mean, I didn't take you for one of those tribal humans from the bogs, but I also didn't see you much of an heiress either.
Regardless, I just want the letters back. That's all I want. Nothing less.
Well, you see, there is, of course, payment for our silence, of course. Morris would be furious if he knew he had to rewrite all of that paperwork because he added an incorrect name. Oh gosh, you would be furious. And who knows what your party would think. From the looks of it, you don't care much about them, but you don't want your true name to cross anyone's lips, not here, and potentially not anywhere. Isn't that right, Al?
Okay, you can stop talking. You can stop talking. You can stop talking. Okay. How much? How much? How much?
Can I do an insight check to see how much I can hear about this? Or
That would
perception?
be that would be a perception check.
Come on, baby, don't fail me now.
Paradise by
That
the
was
Dashboard Light stuck in my head now.
What is it, Sage?
13.
13.
13.
Um, it's really hard to hear. I'd say you get a general sense that there's some sort of hostility between the two of them, but you can't discern anything else beyond
Hostility.
that.
I'm too busy.
Hostility,
I'm too
yes.
busy trying to see if I can see the chef. That's what I'm focused on right now.
All right.
Okay. How
So
much do you want?
you will pay me and Ronald 30 gold for our silence. And as she says that, um, you see two beady red eyes peer up from the window behind the in the kitchen.
Mm,
Silas
mm,
sees this and
mm,
sighs.
mm.
You will pay me, Ronald, and Scoville 30 gold for our silence. You will get your
Is this
letters
e-
back, and we shall pretend that this never happened.
Is this each, or is this or is it a lump sum?
30 each.
That's doable. More than doable. Okay. I'm running low on cash, but luckily from my reward, I will be more than happy to pay you each 30
Sundown.
gold. But
Bitch, you better get that money.
Sundown.
I mean, what time is it right now?
Noon.
It's like noon.
It's like
Noon.
noonish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lunch.
Okay, so I have
And
at
if you were
least
paying attention.
I have at least 8
It's
hours.
lunchtime.
But is what's his name in the room?
Who is what's his name?
I'm terrible. I'm terrible with names, to be
Okay,
honest.
description of the person. Morris,
That's a part of your
Ronald.
character
Morris.
arc.
Morris.
No,
Morris, in the
Morris is
room.
not here.
Okay. Okay. I will go right now. Get Morris. Get my money, and then you will be paid. Sound good?
Acceptable.
Okay. Do I get my letters now, or do I get them after?
You're
I will take that
cute.
as a no. Extremely, I know, but I will be
Hmm.
back. and I scurry off to Morris.
All right.
Screw you.
As she scurries off, Silas sort of takes a moment, sort of collects her thoughts, collects herself, and goes, "Well, as for the rest of you, please enjoy your meal. If you take a liking to the watermelon, be sure to thank Marjorie outside. She is a truly wonderful woman. Um, and I believe Morris also mentioned he wanted to have a meeting with you this morning, but please take your time. That little man can wait." All right. What do you do? Just sort of.
Well, I love a drink,
I'd also like
and
that
it
orange
goes right
juice,
through me.
and that watermelon looks really good. Can I also have some watermelon, please?
There is a large chunk of watermelon on your plate.
Can it fit in the palm of my hand?
What?
It's like a slice of watermelon.
I would like another slice
The
of watermelon.
fucking 20 questions robot.
is
The fucking Akinator ass question.
it bigger than a bread box?
You want another piece of watermelon?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Puts her hand on the bridge of her nose. Just, sure. An orange juice, what do you want? Some sort of liquor, I suppose.
Whatever you've got.
Sure. And another
Swinging
piece
my
of
feet
watermelon.
on the bar stool.
I will say, swinging your feet on the bar stool is definitely difficult given your size, but you're just barely able to do it.
One leg is swinging on the bar
Right.
stool. The other one is like touching the floor, so I can like sit half on the chair, half off it, and then one leg is like bent, swinging,
Nice.
and I'm like tapping my fingers on the bar. Yeah.
And you, I don't think I caught your name. Is there anything you would like? Motioning to you, Asf.
No, thank you.
Understood. So she goes, gets you your things. You sit, have a nice meal. Breakfast is done
Without me.
without you. There is still Sarah's food left behind. Whether any of you wish to monopolize or capitalize on this is completely up to you.
No, it's not. You know, just waiting for a stiff brewski, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gives it to you. It's whiskey, and it's a very tall glass.
I burp. You see a little bit of fire.
God damn it.
The entire thing was set up for that joke.
Did you say ye at all? Is that your
Robots
catchphrase?
don't say ye.
Yeah,
It is known.
it is known. All right. What would you guys like to do? You have your meeting with Morris that he requested, but it's up to you.
I'll go see Morris.
We have to see Morris. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. I'd like to see the Smith. Is he up yet again? Dressed, hopefully.
Hopefully, not like.
I mean, I wish, but not really.
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
be mad. I wouldn't be mad if he wasn't. But it's
I
12
wouldn't be
o'clock.
mad,
Mhm.
but like I
Expect him to be dressed.
wish, but I wouldn't be mad about it.
All right. So you go.
wouldn't be
You
mad about
exit.
it.
You exit the inn. You walk over across town square, past the massive water tower, and you can already hear the sound of hammer hitting metal as Jeremiah seems to be taking the steel that you had provided to him, and he's stretching it out into long, thin strings, strands.
Yeah.
Sick.
Ding,
I walk up to him and I
ding.
watch him do his work. I don't say a thing. I just watch him.
All right. He seems to notice you, but then just keeps focusing on his work.
In between dings, I go, yeah. So, when do you think those will be done?
He goes, he sort of looks down at it, looks at how much steel he has left. End of tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, end of tomorrow. Sunset of tomorrow.
Sunset of tomorrow.
And you, good sir.
Okay.
He walks over away from the forge for a second, grabs the. How many spears did you get, Bones? 2?
I asked for 3 because I lost 3.
Oh, yeah. So he goes and he brings you out the 3 spears. Just, there you are.
They're perfect. Heft them.
Mm.
I just watched him do his thing for a while.
So what can you tell me about Tony the Mint Man?
Ah, Tony. So much to say. He was a good man. Bit cruel, bit harsh to those around him, those he didn't find too appealing. But outside of that, he was a hell of a worker. Had a hell of a hammer, he says, trailing off, focusing on the hammer that is resting on him guy's back.
Him
So
guy
you
just
didn't look-
slowly pushes it down on his shoulder a bit further. Nice day. Nice day we got here, right?
Oh my gosh.
Well, nothing wrong. Tony's certainly not going to be using it anymore. But could I take a look at it for a second?
Oh, yeah, this hammer. That's totally not Tony's. Yeah, here. I pass it over.
All right. Let me get this. Okay, so he goes, he looks at it, and for just about a minute, he just sort of like stares it down, like really like going and intricately looking at it. He's like, you have no idea what this thing is, do you?
It's a mint man mint tool.
Tool.
Well, that is true. It is good at creating coins from actual material stock, but it has a bit more into it. This thing is arcane.
Yeah, that's cool. So what does it do?
Well, if you check the DM zone, it has been placed in there. This is known as the coin or mint hammer. It is a +1 hammer that requires attunement. Upon landing the fatal blow to any enemy, roll a d10. On a 10, the fallen enemy turns into X D100 standard electrum pieces, where X is that being's size.
You're pushing electrum pieces pretty hard in the DM zone.
Remember where you found this hammer?
In Electrum Mine.
In a pile of electrum coins on top of a skeleton of a bullet.
Yeah.
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 So it did happen.
There you are.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Sweet.
If you
Oh
hit
my
it,
God,
if you hit an electrum coin, does it turn into gold and silver coins?
It does not.
Anybody got a piece of gold? Wait.
So wait, if we hit a colossal,
piece of gold?
if we hit a colossal creature, it's gonna fucking spawn D400, D4D100 coins.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do we get anything for this electrum if we bring it back here, or is
It's just currency.
Electrum is standard currency. It's not used that much because electrum kind of sucks, but
no one who uses it.
It's
just
currency.
an in between gold and silver. That's it. A shitty in between, but an in between.
all right, that's cool.
If they're not doing anything, I wanna.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I wanna.
Okay. I think this will line up well. Are you guys going to go to Morris's now?
Yeah, it sounds
I think
good.
so, yeah.
All right. Excellent. As you go, you start to walk away. Once again, the doors across from the forge sort of like plow open, and you hear someone yelling something unintelligible at Jeremiah, once again looks over and just sort of like apologizes, like, "Look, I'm sorry. I know it's early morning. Like, So as you walk in,
12 o'clock.
there is in the
Early
middle
morning at 12 o'clock.
for this person, perhaps the as you walk into the LCC headquarters, Sarah is mid discussion with Morris about the payment, and as you walk in, you hear him say, I told you I do not have the payment. I gave it to, well, him." And he goes and he points directly at Asf.
I swear to fucking God.
I don't have any money.
Did you take my fucking money, ass?
I don't have any money.
I'm his face. I'm in his face right now. Did you take my fucking money?
No.
You take me fucking money?
Did you take me fucking money?
Fucking money?
Can I insight check that?
Go ahead.
That's a modded 21.
All right, Nick, make a roll for me.
I didn't take any money.
He doesn't know. I don't think he knows if he took it or not.
Yeah,
Nick,
don't have any
when him guy and Bones left and they put their money in the reconstruction jar, Morris was
I
like,
put everything but
"Here."
5 coins.
Yeah, Morris was like, "Here, give this to your other person who isn't here," and he gave you a second sack of coin.
Oh, I don't even remember receiving that. All right, well I rolled a 25, modded 25.
He just forgot. That is now a part of your character art.
Wait,
is that
that's
you
not
forget
25.
things.
What's the
It's deception.
What deception? All right, hold on.
Forgetful.
Lies, deception.
You have unlocked the forgetful feat.
Oh, it's a 20.
It's a 20. All right.
I guess.
He is lying to you.
All right, I give him the money.
Her.
All right.
I give her the money. Sorry,
Did you say?
I give her the money.
I snatch it out of his hand. I just grab it. Thank you. We have this meeting first, then I have to go back.
Oh, excellent. Yes, the meeting. Morris goes and he shuffles a couple more papers on his desk. Looking around in the office, it's a lot cleaner since your last visit. The floor, which was once covered in the blood and viscera of several beasts' heads, which you dragged through here, is now completely clean. Sherry's desk has been completely cleared off, leaving a mirrored marble surface. From your entrance, you see that Sherry herself is in far better form than she was this morning. Her hair is neatly pulled up into a ponytail, revealing her small pointed horns coming out from her brow. Morris's office is similarly cleaned, but the clutter seems to be more reorganized than removed. Well, he goes and he sits down into his chair and he looks at all of you. Please, take a seat. I insist.
So sad.
All right. So we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. I understand that the mine job was a bit shifty, and you may have gotten a negative impression of LCC. I wanted to assure you that we are a legitimate guild with many strong ties across Dixonda. I can provide the heroes of Dry Gully with as much gold as they can carry, if, of course, you're willing to work with me. What say we put this all behind us? A clean slate.
Holy shit, that scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god.
Clark, how much gold was that was given?
Out of character.
We got some viewers, it looks like.
Pause. Hold up. I gotta tell you what the fuck just happened to me.
What the?
Out of character real quick. Sorry. I just opened my window for a quick second. All of the doors in my room slammed open. Scared the shit out of me. Anyways, so
Poltergeist.
Continue.
Poltergeist.
My
Um,
house is haunted, confirmed.
does anybody
It
remember
was
exactly what it was again?
how much everyone was given
Yeah.
individually. It was like what 250 or something like that.
Yeah. Nick, did you write it
Sure.
down?
No, I didn't even know I had it.
All right, let's just say 250. I did not
All
write
right.
it down. Whatever. Okay.
All right,
So
that's fine by me.
yeah, I'll try and write that down, but it also helps if you do as well. So, what do you say? Clean slate.
I have
I'll
a
extend my hand and say, well, if you've got a job,
Oh,
A job
and
for
how?
us. A job for us.
Well, I
I-
I guess you can tag along with Bones. Oh, I'm kidding. Of course, there's a job for all of you.
I have a quick question.
Nobody laughs.
I didn't
Yes.
Um, it's about living arrangements. If we work for you, will we continuously stay at the inn, or are there rooms like here? I don't know what the situation is exactly.
That's a good question.
The Rusty Crown outpost is a
Rusty, Rad.
it is a it is the only inn in town. There used to be others, but as you can see, they are in ruin.
If
Um,
if I work for you, will there be a discounted rate or free boarding at all at the Rusty Crown, or no?
yes, of course. I have a relationship with Silith, to which we understand that. Of course, we haven't had to have that relationship deal within the past 20 or so years since all the parties kept going into the mine, and never mind all
You
that.
have a relationship with Silas?
Yes, my people
Business
stay in
relationship.
there.
Same
My
guy.
my adventurers rest in her inn, and I give her a piece of my cat as a part of the room board situation.
I really have
Okay,
nowhere else to
sure.
go at the moment, and
Whatever you say, buddy.
I
I
guess
just steer
I
clear of her
have
husband.
no other choice at the moment, so I will extend my hand out and agree. I will work with them.
And you, Asf.
I'll just. Yeah, sure.
Ah, excellent. In that case, let us do attendance. Morris, present. Bones,
Present.
him guy.
Oh, yeah, me. Hi, I'm here. That's me. Same
We're
guy.
the only ones. We're the only ones in the room. How are we failing attendance?
I was looking at the walls.
What?
I'm gonna leave. You have to say him guy. Him guy. You have to say present. You have to say present. Him guy.
Oh, present?
Yes, there you are. Sarah.
Wait,
Present.
did you really? Excuse me. Did you really need me to say I was present when I'm standing right in front of you?
Sarah.
Present.
Okay.
Present.
Excellent. And Asf.
Oh,
Present.
Excellent. Now,
Present.
Excellent.
present.
wonderful. So, the way this arrangement shall continue to work is I, your manager, will provide you with jobs. LCC will take a small finder's fee for said jobs, and the rest will be split amongst the four of you. There will be jobs both within and outside of the Scar, and yes, does that sound agreeable to you all?
Let's Let's say we have to go a good distance. What do we have a mode of? Do you own a mode of transportation like a cart, or we'll have to outsource that?
Um, depending on depending on the situation, certain jobs will require certain jobs will require that, and occasionally that will come into effect. But for the most case, we provide most transportation.
Meantime, every 10 minutes, a man is killed by a crocodile in South Queensland. you seen that video?
No.
No.
I'll link it later.
All right.
Just voice you're doing sounds exactly like this Australian member of parliament who is giving an interview about how he thinks gay marriage should be legal, but it's not a priority for him because his priority is ending crocodile attacks.
That's awesome. Truly a progressive boy
It's
for the
like,
rest of us.
let a thousand blossoms bloom, is what I say, but I ain't spending any time on it. Because in the meantime, every 30 days, this person is torn to pieces by a crocodile in South Queensland.
God.
Okay, so
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
so we're part of this LCC, correct?
Yes, the Low Cost Crusaders.
Do we have any current job available? Is there like a is there like a job board outside?
Well, no. Jobs are mostly funneled through me, Morris, as the manager of the LCC. And, obviously you're also free to pick up any other jobs you find along the way. I personally request that a smaller, but, not much of a finder's fee, but more of like a friendship fee, if you will. Not to say that our friendship is transactional anyway, of course, but just throwing a little back into LCC should you take jobs elsewhere. But that is, of course, at your discretion. I cannot enforce that whatsoever.
I think that's alright.
I'm more than willing to accept all conditions. In writing, of course.
Oh, of course. Don't worry. There's plenty of writing.
Um, I just want in writing. If this meeting's been concluded, I need to run back to the tavern.
Oh, but this meeting has just begun.
Okay. I sit back down. I stood up and I sit right back down.
One moment. There we go. So, Morris stands up from his chair, sort of walks over into the corner of the room, and he pulls back this massive, heavy canvas cover to reveal an 8-foot wooden crate which is leaning up against the wall. Now,
Jesus.
This one has been sitting here for a while. I didn't actually even find it. A group came into town transporting this box a few months ago, and they saw the posting for the mine job, and then they... He pauses for a second, his eyes nervously darting around the room. Never mind. Anyway, I sent a message
Can I
to
roll
the...
for
Hmm?
roll?
Yeah, you can roll for insight.
No, never mind.
Never mind? Okay.
I'll roll an insight for that.
No,
Okay.
I'll roll it. Okay.
We can both
Go
roll
for it.
insight. It doesn't
Go for
matter.
it.
We
You
can
got it.
we can
You got
both
it. Yeah.
we can both roll insight. It doesn't matter.
Go
I
ahead,
think it's
roll
one
for me.
each.
22.
22? Sage?
17.
17. All right. It's very clear that he is referencing a group of adventurers who dwelled down into the mine, and did not return.
See that without even rolling, to be honest.
Yes.
I just need to double check for my own stupidity. I just need to double check.
Anyway,
Right, but not in the ways of conversation.
Anyway, I sent a message to the receiver this morning, and they said they are still willing to pay for the job as long as this cargo goes unharmed. So, who wants to go to Ilum?
Ilum?
Yes.
Ilum.
Will we transportation?
Transportation, yes. I can order a cart from Monmouth in the bogs, and it should be here within maybe 3 days' time.
Do you have a map?
3 days.
A map. Indeed, I do.
I want to trace. I'm going to put my finger on. I'm going to trace us going to Ilum and see if it goes towards where I think it could possibly go.
Yeah, I don't have a exact map because I completely forgot to do it, but we're just going to do the display capture, and I will show you here. So, you are down here in a dry gully. The white lines are the major road systems, and heading north up towards Ilum.
Where was it? You're gonna put it in map zone. So where are you gonna put it?
What? No, just check the stream.
Oh, I'm on Discord. Whoops. Okay. Okay. I'm more than happy with this.
Excellent. I recommend you take the route through the main roads, south out of here until you hit the main, take west down over towards the bogs, and then north across the Continental Bridge into the Garden District, and then directly up into Elam. The road does pass through the untamed bogs, so you will need to be on the lookout for those savage humans. No offense, Sarah.
None taken.
He smiles, very pleased with himself for being, quote unquote, kind. Do you have any other questions regarding this? You're delivering the crate.
What's in the crate?
I have no idea.
Are we allowed to open it?
It is magically blocked and sealed, meaning that we can neither see in it or open it without the receiver knowing about it. And frankly, I am not sure if doing either of those things would be very safe.
I'm going to commune with my spectral companions.
Okay.
Are they bound by the barrier? They wouldn't even tell me, probably.
Bound by the barrier, as in?
They can pass through the wall.
They can pass through the walls of LCC. They cannot pass through the walls of this crate. It is like magically sort of held back, but you do start to hear them like very, very gently whisper something to you. They say, "Brother, brother."
I'm listening. You've been quiet for a while.
What? Can you hear me?
I said you've been quiet for
a while.
Here we go.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so that's what you hear out of there.
Are we good to go? Is this it? Is that the conclusion of the meeting?
If you have no further questions, then should be good to go then.
So we have we have to hang around for. Is there anything to do in town for 3 days?
Oh, is there anything to do in town? He says, swinging his arms in a spiral, stopping again, facing you. Not really. I mean, you know, there are some people in town who I'm sure would love to meet you. I know Sharpling, of the newspaper. I know he would love to get an interview with you. And you should, of course, stock up on anything that you need. This is going to be a very dangerous path up into the Garden District once you're actually in there, and not as much. But getting in there is going to be the main problem. You might want to stock up on weapons, potions, things of that nature.
Understandable. I stand up. I make my way back to the tavern.
All right. The rest of you?
Based on our experience, I would also like to find a way to get some potions, healing potions, preferably, based on our track record.
Clark, one more thing. Before I leave, I see the jar. I'm dumping in 32 electrum pieces.
As you walk out, you see that Sherry has a slight but noticeable smirk on her face, having heard the coins enter the jar.
Sherry has been embezzling this jar.
Hopefully it goes towards a good use. Sherry.
Okay, I'm gonna go to what was the name of the lady who sells the watermelon?
Marjorie.
Go look for her.
All right. The rest of you?
You know where I'm going.
I know where you're going.
I know. Go to the tavern.
You'll also go to the tavern, him guy?
I would like to see who's selling potions, specifically healing potions.
Okay. You remember when you first entered town, Morris mentioned that her name is Ornique. Her shop is right across from Jeremiah's. So for the time being, we will start with entering the Rusty Crown with Sarah and Asf. So once again, you enter in. Sileth has gone and is just sort of wiping down the tables, going across, um, cleaning everything up. In the corner of the room, once again, as with your when you first arrived, there is a Firbolg dressed entirely in red, sitting enjoying a piece of meat.
I'm gonna walk over to the counter,
Mm-hmm.
right in front of Styla.
Mm-hmm.
I have your money.
Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay. Excellent.
What was it? 30 each? Do you just care for a lump sum, or just a one bag of it, or does it not matter?
I do not care.
I will go through my bag and slowly count out 90 gold onto the counter.
Okay. And so once the 90 has been done out, Silas takes it, sort of puts it into a pouch over underneath the bar, and says, "Well, it was nice doing business with you, Sarah." She smiles at you slyly.
Just one thing. Do you think I'm a bad person for what I've done? In the letters, if you've read them properly and enough.
Okay, here's my question out of character.
Yeah.
How does Sarah? This is my real, not a dig of any kind. I think this is fun character writing.
What? Yeah, what?
But Sarah is acting sanctimonious by being like, if you really read the letters, you would know I was fucking terrible. It's just a strange position to have. But of course you wouldn't read the letters.
Just what you may think of what my situation is. Do you think I'm in any wrong? I
Funny.
I don't talk much about what's in my letters to anyone. I don't think anyone else has ever really read them. I just want to know your opinion since you've actually read them.
I have been in Dry Gully for over 100 years. This place hasn't been a real town in maybe 60 years. I stuck around, regardless of how difficult it was. That is all I have to say.
I will take your words into consideration. Thank you for giving me back my letters.
You're welcome. And if you try anything funny, I will have Ronald break your leg.
I hope that doesn't have to happen.
Looking back at her, she said that with a sickeningly sweet smile, to the point in which you're not sure if she is being insincere and joking with you, or if she is just heavily covering up a legitimate threat.
Or if she's being insincere because she is going to have him break her leg regardless.
Suddenly, out of the corner, Ronald tackles you from the side.
Your legs
Can
snapped
I-
into 2 clean pieces.
Can I have that meal I didn't get a chance to have earlier? By any chance, please. I didn't get a chance to eat this morning.
Of course, we did see it went uneaten. I'll have Scoville mix you up a fresh one.
Thank you.
So about 10 or so minutes later, you go and you get the same meal. The piece of meat, it's cooked in the literal sense, but it is still pretty rare, as were most of yours. It wasn't as rare as the initial one that him guy had, but it's still pretty rare, pretty on the rare side, as well as the salad and the slice of watermelon. Is there anything you would like to do while you're in here, Asf?
No. Also, I just don't feel really good at the moment.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been talking, so like, yeah. So I think I might just go. Feel bad for doing that, but
No, it's fine, dude. Take care of yourself, my guy.
all right, all right.
No worries.
See you guys.
All right. See ya. Feel better, my guy. My guy.
I
Thank you.
die.
My die.
I die.
My
You
die.
die,
And-
dog.
And
All right.
like that, right next to me,
Ass
burst
fucking
burst into flames.
burst into flames. Asp is no more. All right, yeah. Asp has gone up to
Spontaneously combusting.
Asp has gone up to their room just to
Recover.
recover, take some time. They were pretty heavily damaged during that last fight, so they're gonna take some time to bounce
Take
back.
some time.
Moving now
Emotional
to
damage.
Bones. Moving now to Bones. You wander out.
Emotional damage.
You wander out of you wander out of the area of LCC. You look to your left, look to your right, and you see over towards the town gate that there's a small farm with this like very intense smell of watermelons coming from it. As you approach this like shanty farm, the smell of the sweet, sweet watermelons just really like almost like takes over you. You can't smell anything else within the desert wind. Just these fresh watermelons. They are being tended to by an elderly woman dressed in casual clothes. Even at her advanced age, she is having no problem working the field. She smiles as you approach. Hello, dearie.
Hello there.
You're you're one of the ones who went into the mine, isn't that correct?
Yes, that's correct. We came out safe somehow.
Ah, that is just wonderful. I am so happy to hear that you're all that you made it out safely. Um, did you enjoy the watermelons?
Yes, they were lovely. I came out to thank you.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Thank you, thank you.
One of this pronounce this excellent, like fucking Emperor Palpatine.
Hey, it's a regional dialect.
Oh, what region?
Upstate Sarton.
Well, I'm from Dry Gully, and I don't hear that often.
Oh no, it's a Fenland expression. Either way,
That's funny.
either way, she looks at you, just sort of like looks up and down, says, dearie, what kind of fighter are you? What do you do?
Well,
Do you magic, perhaps? Magic? She seems like very excited at the prospect of magic.
I have a magical blade, but I can't say I use much magic on my own. No, sorry to disappoint.
Oh, she looks very sad, but tries to hide it
Only if
best
you
she
had
can.
your amazing spellcaster with you.
Fuck
Well,
off is what I say to this.
voice in your head. Yeah. Well, um, well, perhaps. Do any of your companions?
Yes, several of them.
Oh, that's just amazing. I would love to come and meet them. Please tell them to come and meet me at some point, would you? Please.
Certainly.
Oh, thank you,
Please?
dearie. Thank you.
Most like
What the fuck is up with this lady?
that was the most like
Desperate.
egregious please I've ever heard.
Please.
This is in
Please.
general egregious. I don't know what is going on here.
Please.
Uh,
Show me the
make me a perception check, Bones.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
11.
11. Okay. You can see standing behind Marjorie is a small, pretty short human. He's just kind of like staring at you and like fiddling his fingers at something that's in his hand in front of him.
Hello there.
when you say that, he like jumps up. Oh God. Oh. Um. Hello. Um. He sort of scuttles over to you. You noticed he is human, but he is definitely on the shorter side. He's wearing cheap yet fancy looking clothing. It's almost like a costume. He has curly brown hair with a very sloppily shaven goatee. He is avoiding looking directly into your eyes and is focusing instead on a notepad, which he holds in front of him.
Interesting.
You went to the mine, right? You're one of them.
Yep, came back too.
Would you tell me about it? All the details. Oh, I'm sorry. I am Sharpling. It is nice to meet you.
What's his name?
Sharpling.
Okay, I thought you said Shortling.
No.
That's his
No,
nickname.
Yeah.
He's
it's
Shartling.
pronouncing Shartling.
Yeah. I am Sharpling. I run the Epitaph here. That's the newspaper. That's the paper. I do the paper. Please tell me your story. Tell me everything.
Well met, Sharpling. I'm Bones.
Bones. He goes and he writes it down very slowly in his notebook.
Well,
So,
as far as I can tell, there was full of beasts of various kinds.
what kind?
Um,
Define various.
at least 3 were manticores, maybe. Yeah, 3. There were manticores and bullets. If you know what a bullet is,
I do
some kind of
not.
magma. Oh, it's like a large sort of. I don't know if you've ever been to the beach, but you've seen a shark.
What?
It's sort of. Can you imagine?
Will you draw it for me?
Thoroughly explaining what a manticore is.
I thought no, we fought chimeras, not manticores.
Oh yeah, we fought chimeras.
It's
The only
too
good
late. Sharpling has taken the notes.
Like a large
Oh no.
a large it's a creature. It's got like
Large
naturally a
creature.
creature. Yeah.
Large creature? No way, large creature, he's
Well,
here.
it's got kind of a metal or a bony sort of helmet. They dig under the ground and they cause tremors. Anyway,
Interesting. So,
um, I'm not the biggest fan.
of the creatures?
Yes.
Okay. Understood. Who did it? Who did the final blow to clear out the mine?
You know, I don't rightly recall. Um,
It was me.
who was it?
It was me.
Well, I don't rightly recall.
Yeah, I know. I got really excited. I started pointing to myself in my chair. I'm like, I did it. It was me.
It was some kind of large magma lava creature that was coming out of a statue or something. Very mystic.
Interesting. Out of a statue. Well, that truly is a tale to tell.
It just looked like it was down there.
Is he writing the encyclopedia for this fucking town?
Cody,
A
write
lot of
this down.
bones down there too. A lot of people.
Ooh,
A lot of people got
bones.
sent down.
Bones. Like you bones, or like were there like copies of you? I've heard there's like copy people who can copy. Is that what was down there?
Not as far as I know.
So if there were, and you were one of them, how would you know? How would you how would you tell?
If you were a copy person, how would you tell?
He pauses, thinks for a moment, says, "Good point.
We all have burdens to bear.
Burdens to
Bears?
bear. Excellent. So, well, so the mine is empty now. Good. We're good to go down and get more electrum if we want to. Correct.
I wouldn't go down without some form of protection.
Do not enter hole without protection. Okay.
God damn it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's about right.
Understood. And the rest of yous, the rest of your group. What are the what are their names?
There's him guy.
Him guy.
Him guy sneezes in the distance.
And then there's Asf, who we didn't go down there.
Ass.
We didn't go down there with him. We found him. He was in some kind of a time field. I don't rightly know.
Time traveler ass. Okay.
How do you spell that? How do you spell that?
And is that it? Was it just the three of yous?
I said 4 people. I mean, there was me. I said 3 other names. I was
You
down
did
there.
not say my name.
Oh yeah, I did. I said Sarah.
You did not.
Oh, well, I meant to. Oh,
Okay.
Sarah.
Okay.
Your name left out.
Sarah.
There were 3 people. There were 3 people.
Yeah, actually, it's a conspiracy theory that there were more than
3.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well,
What's the conspiracy theory?
I plan to have the paper done by tomorrow morning. I will have a hot, fresh print lying outside your door when you awake.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much for help me. Let me do this. That's awesome. Thank you. And he just sort of like wanders away down across the town square and into a small hut on the other side. While this was happening, him guy, you were going over towards the potion cellar.
Yes.
I am.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Yeah. Are you keeping tabs on me, Bonzi?
I'm keeping locations, you know.
For
All
your
right.
safety. For your safety.
So
And the safety of others.
you go and you walk in. Once again, you can hear Jeremiah pounding away at the metal. And you look up at the store's sign. You see it is called the Holy Gale.
What?
Gale.
It sounds like a fucking cartoon from 2005.
It sounds like a Bob
Likely.
Burgers episode.
Felt like a teenager.
So you go, and as you enter, as far as you can tell, nothing in this store is labeled. The spell components sit in burlap bags, and potion bottles seem to be reused based on the tinting of the glass versus the actual color of the potion. A tuft of red hair shoots up from behind the counter as the shop owner sort of stands up and looks at you. They are a tiefling, and they go and they beckon for you to approach.
I would like your strongest potion.
Well, hey there.
Bonzi appears out of nowhere.
She looks at you and just says, "Well, hey there."
Hi there.
I didn't go in there. I don't
So,
No, you're not in there,
I'd like
Bones.
to, I'd like to. Do you have any healing potions?
You're adorable, aren't you? Well,
I wouldn't say adorable.
well, I would. I'm kidding. I kid. please. Come, let me
You have
take a look at
kids?
you. Come, let me take a look at you.
Yes, present.
You go and you walk over, standing right in front of the counter now. You get a much better look at her. She's a tiefling. Her skin is sort of like a bronze-ish. She has very messy strands of red hair going all the way down to her shoulders. Her horns start at her brow and reach back almost to the back of her scalp. She's wearing very light, like silken clothes, similar to those that you have seen mages wear. Um, she goes and she sort of like grabs your chin with one hand and just sort of like moves your face back and forth, just sort of taking a closer look at you. You aren't as scary as Morris mentioned. He came in here ranting and raving about these new adventurers who came through and cleared out the mine, and how we should all be so impressed. Should I be impressed?
I mean, yeah.
Well,
Considering
I'm not.
how many people went down. Okay, that's your own opinion.
But, of course, that can be changed.
That's how opinions
Entertain
work.
me, perhaps?
Entertain you?
Yes. Please, you seem spry. Come, entertain me. Do something. Impress me, please.
Impress you in what way, shape, or form?
Tick-tock. Impress me, please.
Okay.
Come.
I whip out my my lap drums.
All right.
And
Make.
I play a little ditty.
All right, make a performance
dance.
check.
It's definitely a dad dance.
All right, make me a performance check.
Okay, let's see.
Make the check.
I got 17 plus 8.
25. All right.
25.
This
I am a performer.
this is a hell of a performance. You dance around. You manage not to knock anything over, despite your large size. Tapping on your drums.
It is not, in fact, a bull in a china shop, but it's just a large man in a potion shop who can swiftly move it. Move it, one might say.
Yeah, it's actually quite impressive watching your massive form delicately grace around the countertops and the tables, which are just covered in a precarious stack of bottles and components. As you finish, she just...
Would you say you like to move it, move it?
Yeah, yes, it is canonically true that him guy likes to move it.
All right. Once you finish, she sort of looks at you and just... Oh, it is amazing how some people will so easily debase themselves. But
Yeah.
Skyrim character.
Please, you have impressed me, my friend. What is it that you wanted? Some healing potions or something?
Yes, please.
Wonderful. Also, feel free to stock up on components while you are here. That should get whatever you need. The list of...
Sweetheart.
She goes and she gives you a quick rundown on everything that she has in stock. Here it is.
Okay. God damn. Do we have this many pieces of gold?
You did.
I don't think I did.
You did.
I do.
I don't.
Well, you
I do.
you currently don't.
No, I don't. I have 10 pieces more than what I originally started with.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to get one batch of those regular healing potions, if that's all right.
Of course, they are in the green and well, blue and also the red bottles. They're right over there. You go to
What
reach on.
shape?
You go to reach onto the
What are they?
counter to grab one. She's like, "Oh, no, sorry, over there."
This one? This one over here?
Wait, give me that.
This
She
one?
goes and she grabs
Wait.
it. She uncorks it and sort of like sniffs it, plugs it back in.
High
Yes, there.
She gets high off of
That's
it.
that's the one.
Okay. I pocket it.
All right, yep, that'll be 50 gold piece.
Okay. It says 4 greater regular healing potion. Is that
Yeah, no,
four of them?
those
Or
each.
regular.
Yeah, 4 regular. That's 50 gold each.
50 gold each, then why did you label it as 4 of them?
As in, she has 4 of them.
Oh.
For sale.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. It sounded like a deal, a
What?
bargain.
No. Each one is 50 gold piece.
4 for 50.
No.
I did a whole dance. I have greatly impressed her. I feel like we should bargain for 2 for 50.
What the fuck is adrenaline gas?
True for 50. Okay, I'm gonna need you to give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. I say, rolling a 19. Listen.
I said,
Well, I-
no,
Boy, what I say.
listen. I don't just play drums for anybody. I feel like this was a little special. If you could, cut me some a deal here. I'd love to take 2 of these if that would be all right with you. I say, leaning onto the counter, flexing my massive muscles.
Business has been a little slow, and are you going to come back from your next mission, or are you going to die like so many others?
Oh, trust me, I'll come back, just for you. I wink.
All right. 75 for 2. How does that sound?
65. We'll make it a deal.
70, or you shall leave.
70 it is.
Excellent. Goes, great. I need to stop saying excellent. God damn it.
Art of the deal.
No, everybody says it. It's canon. Everyone in the
Yeah.
class
Okay, so she goes, she grabs the grabs your money and just looks at you and says, "Is there anything else I can do for you, dear?"
No, darling, that'll be it.
Excellent. Then get out. Please make me a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw?
Yes.
Shit. Okay. Shit. 13.
13 will not do it. As she says, "Get out," her eyes pale over. Start to like pale over to this like foggy white. She raises her hands into the air, and the windows behind her burst open, sending this massive gale force wind through the store, pushing you outside. As the doors close and you're lying on the ground, all you can hear is her chortling laughter.
I'm not like
Could
on
I,
the ground, but
she
like
would
I'm
chortle.
sitting like a child. Like my butt is on the ground. I'm dirty, and I'm just like, whoa.
Clark, could
Out
my
of the corner,
character just-
out of the corner of your eye, you can see Jeremiah chuckling to himself.
I'm just okay.
Clark, at this time, could Sarah be like standing like right there?
Oh
Because
yeah,
she's gonna
definitely.
Oh, totally, man.
Yeah.
What-
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Would you like to go in that direction as well, Bones?
Oh, sure.
Okay, yeah. So you start to head back over towards like the more residential area of town. You just see the massive form of him guy tumbling out of this store.
What him guy? What just happened?
I made a deal.
Did you get potions? Because I need to get some.
Yeah. Got some healing potions. With your
Awesome.
track record, I figured we'd better stock up.
What do you mean my track record? What do you mean?
Do you want me to explain, or do you want to save you the embarrassment?
I get what you mean, so I'm gonna go inside. I need to get some.
All right, watch out. There's a lot of broken glass everywhere. She kind of pushed me.
Did she break the windows or did she just open them?
Open them. They're sort of like wooden panels on hinges.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
I
gotcha.
thought it.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna-
more than them being actual windows. They're sort of like wooden panels on hinges that will like open and close.
I will open the door, I guess, and go in.
All right, you walk in. It's the same dingy shop. Surprisingly, nothing has been knocked over by the wind.
That was a pretty strong gust, and everything's not knocked over, but it is disorganized as hell in here.
Thank you. It is one of my
Oh.
great pleasures.
Oh, sorry. I'm Sarah. I'm with him guy.
Oh, yes. Him guy, well, you know why I pushed him guy out of my store, don't you?
To be honest, no. He didn't say.
Well, he said something rather insulting to me, and I lost my temper. And frankly, I'm not sure if I'm willing to do any further business with people associated with him guy. Lest, of course, they find some way to entertain me.
Um, uh, sure, what would you like me to do?
Entertain me. Do something entertaining, please. Show me that you are not like that muttering oaf outside.
I didn't end up muttering.
Hmm.
I didn't end up muttering.
I started off.
Did you go in as well, Bones, or are you still outside?
I'm outside.
Okay.
I'm just watching.
Um,
I like to watch. I just like to
I'm
watch
going-
you guys. In the words of Denny.
I guess I'm going to I'm gonna use a spell for this.
Okay.
I'm gonna use distort value, and I'm gonna try to do some like coin tricks or something.
What the fuck is distort value?
Okay. What are you thinking? What do you want to do with this? How do you want this to look?
I'm gonna have I think I still have a single. I have a single silver in my inventory left. I'm gonna show it. And then I'm gonna use distort value. And I'm gonna change it into like gold pieces. I think that's what I can do. Or is it just change the amount that's in my hand?
Let me see.
Distort value is like it's more of a. It's
Store
not an attack.
values. Yeah, no,
It's
let
pretty
me doubling its perceived value by adding an illusionary flourish or reducing by half with dents and scratches. Okay, so what this would do would basically be, I think you could flavor it either to be turning into like a handful of silver, or you can turn just it into like a gold or like a platinum piece, something of that nature. Or not platinum, but gold.
Oh, I was gonna say, can I try and turn it into a platinum piece?
Or
I'll turn it into like 2 gold pieces or something like that.
Okay, I can deal with that. Make me a performance check, please.
Okay, just give me a sec. I'm gonna say that I cast it. I'm gonna use a pack slot because that requires a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, performance.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 19.
19.
Luckily,
All
I have
right.
a + 5 on performance.
With your arcane flourishes, the potion seller seems truly intrigued by your display. As you finish up, she's just like, that was quite the trick. Well, you certainly are more entertaining than the other. Please.
What did he do?
Oh, well, he wandered in here, knocked things off of my counters. You know, it didn't always look to be this messy.
Okay. So am I able to?
That's what I did. I go up through the window. I've been listening the whole time because there's no glass windows. I can hear right through the window.
Yeah, make me a perception check. Make me a perception check, Sage, to see how much you can really hear.
Okay. Let's see. Oof. Another 13.
It's really hard to hear. There's a lot of
13.
yeah.
Oohs and ahs. There's a lot of oohs and ahs.
Yeah, there's some oohing, there's some eyeing, and also, I mean, it's like a sandstone building with like wooden things. It's pretty hard to hear through.
So will I be able to do some business with you at all?
Oh, with you, it would be my pleasure.
All right, let me see your wares.
All right, it
I
is the
will-
same list, but
Except the
minus 2
two.
healing, minus 2 regulars.
I don't think I consumed any of my components. Mostly I just used. I don't think haste consumes the licorice. It would say that.
Yeah, it would say it.
It just says it. Yeah, it never says it consumes it.
Okay.
All right. I will take your. She would say she has 2 left, right?
Yep.
How many regular healing potions do you have left?
2.
I'll take the other 2.
Excellent. That will be 100 gold, please.
With my amazing performance, could I possibly have a discount?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh, advantage.
Modded 20.
Modded 20.
That
She
plus
seems
9. That plus 9 persuasion, baby.
she seems pretty pleased by you and just says, "Oh, sure, why not? 80 gold for 2. That is the lowest I
75.
can go."
Okay, I will do that.
Excellent. All right.
Excellent.
80 gold taken.
People say excellent like Frisbee players say certainly.
Classic.
Is there anywhere in town I could potentially that watermelon is really good. Who makes that?
Oh, the watermelon? Ugh.
Yeah, who gets
That would be Marjorie. She
sounds
says with a face full of disgust.
You don't like her?
Oh no, she's just fine. She is just so nice and polite to everyone. If you ask me, she goes and she sort of hops over the counter to walk really uncomfortably close to you to whisper in your ear. I think she is hiding something.
You have proof?
Proof beyond how she acts. I guarantee it. Look, this something is afoot in this town.
And are you saying it starts with her?
Well, I don't know if it starts with her, but I think there are a lot of very small things going on in this town. I mean, the only person who really made any sense was Morris, and, well, it doesn't look like he's going to be killing any more adventurers based on, well, depending on if you come back, of course.
I'll try my best not to die.
Good. It is a tradition we probably should discontinue.
Is there anyone else in town I should talk to? That of interest? We're new here. I literally got here last night, cleared a dungeon, and fell asleep for 8 hours.
True. I would recommend potentially speaking to Theon, though I find him a bit boring.
Theon.
Who's Theon?
Oh, Theon.
Game of Thrones reference?
Draconic little shit who technically owns this town now. Poor sap got it pawned off on him by some 5th relative who started this place. Thus the shaking hands out front. You know about that, don't you?
Are you talking about like the statue kind of things? Like
The town gate.
I don't think I was in the mood to really be looking at that, to be honest.
Oh, well, take a look when you get a chance, I guess. It shows 2 hands shaking, indicative of the 2 founders of this town. When the money dried up, they left, of course, selling off all of the rest of their assets and pinning it on this poor boy who I doubt they have ever actually met. But Theon is a bore.
So is he a mayor, or you said owner? So like he owns how he owns all the land? His family owns the land and the town was built upon it, or is he just like a mayor-ish figure?
Well, the town was was built because of the mine, of course, and those who owned the mine, I guess you could put it, or at least filled it with miners, had stake over the town. Um, Technically, I guess he would be maybe a mayor or some sort of overseer for the town, but there isn't really, well, much to oversee. Thus, the boring.
Anyone else I should know about to avoid?
Oh, that little shit vulture. Little, small, thin man runs around stealing metal from Jeremiah.
What's his name?
Nobody knows his real name, but he goes by Vulture. He thinks it's a predatory bird.
He thinks it's a predatory bird.
Yes. He's an idiot, but he at least gives me a little entertainment, toying with Jeremiah.
I have like a little notepad. I'm writing "town idiot" on it. Well, I guess I have everything.
Excellent. In that case, get out. Make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, you're going down.
Get out reference.
I rolled a 7.
Once again, eyes pale over. The winds begin to swell behind Ornique, shooting you out the door, tumbling across. Given your size comparison, you roll a little bit further than him guy did, coming to a stop outside of Jeremiah's forge, who once again is chuckling to himself.
I didn't really tumble. I more or less just slid, pretty much.
All right.
I slid and I kind of did like a little tumble, but then slid a little bit more. Stand up, cast prestidigitation on myself, and dust just flies off me.
Yeah, dust flies off. You just.
Well, I got what I needed. A little rude, though, but I got what I needed.
That's all you can ask.
Bones, do you want to go in there? Do you drink healing potions? Well, I actually, never mind. I have the
Work
last...
on me, actually. Have I ever had a healing potion? I'm asking out of character.
You likely had like a healing potion or some sort of healing with your previous work, yes.
Okay.
Never mind. I have the last 2, but I don't know if you want to pay 200 gold for greater. So these are not just for me because I can heal myself. So these are I have these for the party. So if anyone needs one, let me know and I can give you one. I got them for us. You're welcome.
Well, thank you. Bit odd, but thank you.
Well, I don't want any of you to die.
It's fair enough.
We don't want you to die.
She mentioned the old lady that sells watermelons.
Yeah, what about her?
She said that she just absolutely despises her, for one. And she said that something's going awry in town, and one of those things is potentially her. I just don't know. Have any of you guys met the old watermelon lady yet?
Seemed kind of strange. She asked if I knew any magic users, but she didn't seem particularly out of the ordinary for this town.
Should I go talk to her? Since
If you'd like. She seems friendly.
And you guys meet anyone else in town that seemed interesting?
Frankly, not very much.
Not really? No? God, what
No.
kind of town have we walked into? God.
Seems straight up kind of fella.
Clark, I'm gonna go into my pocket real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it?
Go into that pocket.
What time is it?
It's probably like 3 p.m. at this point.
We still have so much time. I'm gonna go investigate that old lady.
Investigate 311.
I'm going to investigate the old lady. I don't know what you guys are gonna do because we have 3 days to kill before that cart shows up before we start our next mission.
3 days to kill. Are we killing people here, or what's going on?
No, him guy. We're not killing people.
Also,
I just wanted to clarify what you meant.
just a heads up, we can treat the next day, i.e., like the next 2 days, as downtime unless there's anything
Yeah.
specific you want to do. I was
Yeah.
playing out this day just so you can like get your shit prepared. You know.
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to the old watermelon lady, I guess.
All right.
I'd like to go talk
Talk
to
to the old
Jeremiah
witch.
again.
All right. You want to talk to Jeremiah real quick?
Yeah.
And you, Bones?
I don't know, honestly.
Stand in sentry mode and just watch.
Yeah, I'm just look around. I'll keep an eye out for anything interesting happening.
Okay. Gotcha. Can you just make me a perception check?
Okay. 21.
Okay. As you're standing there over the course of the next like maybe 10 plus minutes, you hear the sound of a large metal machine sort of rhythmically moving up and down, coming from one of the buildings further out towards the desert. And you see the vulture, the small little the small scrap hound fiend little guy, just sort of darting between alleyways every once in a while, not doing anything specifically. Him guy, going over to Jeremiah. What would you like to do? He's still working on your strings, as it seems.
Okay. Hey there. I got a question for you.
Yes.
What experience do you have in building, or do you have any by chance, crossbows?
Mm. I haven't built any of those since my training, but I think I can figure it out.
Interested?
How big you thinking? I mean, you're a pretty hefty guy.
Pretty decently sized, I'd say, just slightly above average.
DM asking, do you want a light crossbow or a heavy crossbow?
Is there an in between option?
Chinese or
Go
Japanese?
for it.
Yeah, there is not an in between
Chinese
option.
or Japanese?
Laotian.
To landlocked country in Southeast Asia, population 4 million. So are you Chinese or Japanese?
I'll go for that heavy one.
Heavy crossbow. How long you in town for?
Well, next 3 days.
3 days with the strings and he just sort of like groans to himself as he's thinking, just sort of like this constant yeah 55 gold piece. I can have it before you leave.
55.
And I can I'll make you like I don't know, like what do you want, like 20 bolts, is that what they're called?
Yeah, that would be fabulous.
Yeah, 20 bolts. 55. Yeah,
50. All right.
55.
I heard 50.
It's tricky to walk around.
Welcome,
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
That's a great question. Nowhere.
Well, in nowhere, do they pay up front, or because in Drygully, you pay up front?
I can do a down payment. Him guy smiles. I can do half up front.
Make a persuasion check.
And if it's any consolation, I would love to do some underwork if that could help.
Underwork?
The fuck is
underwork?
underwork?
It's an underwork internship. Him guy doesn't know the official term.
Okay.
Understudy. I could intern
All right.
for you
What's your roll?
for no cost, of course. Perception is 15 plus.
No, persuasion.
If I could. Oh, persuasion. Yeah, well, it's 15 plus 12, so
Okay.
the thought of having it unpaid
When can you get me the rest of it?
by the end of 3 days.
Okay. Fine. Give.
I give him 25.
All right. He just sort of takes it, grumbling to himself something, just puts it in his puts it behind the counter and says, "All right, yeah, 3 days, yeah.
I
Come
have a
by here.
question.
Come by here tomorrow morning.
I will, bright and early. What time?
Morning, sunrise.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
like when you came here before at sunrise.
It's like a little after.
Yeah.
Understood. Sir, yes, sir.
Good. All right. Moving over to Sarah.
Runs away, jumps in. I have a question first, out of character.
Yeah.
We started with how much gold?
I think like 75.
75? Okay, cool.
Something like that. Yeah, you did already pay for your
I did.
things.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm now at a whopping not a lot of gold.
Yeah. All right, moving over to Sarah. You walk over, still you just like walk over and there's a very elderly woman tending to a field of watermelons.
Hi, Bones brought me over.
Oh, hello. Are you one of are you one of Bones's companions?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wonderful. Can you do magic?
Absolutely.
Would you be willing to to show me something?
Absolutely. I'll just do something simple. I'll cast I'm gonna I see one of the is there like a watermelon like right by my feet?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna pick one up and I'm gonna cast light on it. So
All
it
right.
glows.
The second you do this, her eyes light up almost as much as the watermelon. She is truly entranced.
Watermelon.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
No problem. It lasts 1 hour.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm going to go. She like runs into her house, or she
What?
runs over to her house, and there's a bit of a sort of ledge that sort of puts it in the shade, and she goes and rests the watermelon on there so it can be seen very easily that it's lighting up. Is it?
Oh,
It can we still eat it afterwards?
oh, absolutely. It's perfectly fine. It's
Oh,
it's just
wonderful.
it's just a small enchantment. That's it.
Hmm, excellent. I've always loved magic.
It doesn't cause cancer or anything. I swear. I'm not adding anything to it.
Can you do that?
Do what?
Make things cause cancer?
I have no idea.
Yeah, unfortunately, Wizards of the Coast did not approve the add cancer spell to the
Create or destroy cancer?
create or destroy cancer to the
that's
spell
a
list.
yeah. That's a
It's pretty unethical.
extremely.
Yeah. Um, she looks at you. How did you get those? How did you learn to do that?
Um,
Did you like go to a school of some sort?
no. I seem to have been born with it,
Oh, she
but
sighs wearily.
um, other than that, something I feel is calling to me. To be honest, I don't know what truly it is, but I feel like something's telling me to go somewhere.
Hmm.
And that's kind of how I ended up here.
Interesting.
In the middle of the desert. I'm not from here, obviously.
Yes, you are not from here. I have lived in this town for maybe 80
Well,
years, and I have never seen you
I'm
before.
I'm just merely talking about the desert in general, like general
Yeah, well, in the desert,
vicinity.
you can't remember your name.
Well, anyway, thank you for showing that. And did you have any of the watermelon? How was it?
Wow, it was. How was the watermelon actually,
It was
Clark?
juicy and succulent and fresh.
How do you do it? How do you make such good watermelon out here? Where do you get the water from?
Well, the water comes from the water tower, of course, gesturing to the large tower in the main
That none of us have never
in the center
ever
in
known.
the in the city square. Um, we get the water from there, and
How
a lot of people think, oh, it's very you can't possibly grow something of such in the desert. But watermelons are actually very good for desert climate, and all it takes is a lot of care.
how does the water tower get water though? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, well, that would be the water delivery from, oh, goodness, what is the name of that? Dunwich, I believe it is. So, water delivery, it's a coastal town. Comes by maybe 4, 5 times a year to refill it.
You outsource your water.
Oh, yes, it only rains on, well, rain days.
Have you never tried digging for water potentially?
Digging
D-
for water? Oh, you're truly a card.
Do you not know what a well is?
A what?
A well.
Well, what?
Well,
A well. I proceed to. I'm going to go into a 10-minute conversation to trying to explain to this old woman to what a well is and how it works.
All right, so you get out your
Generally.
parchment and quill, drawing some diagrams. And 1 second.
I did not expect it to go this way.
Yeah, she seems to be kind of understanding it, but not to the point where she would actually be able to like really
I'm just
understand it.
I'm just saying that because when I was at the bottom of that mine, there was water down there.
Hmm,
So
interesting.
potentially it's dangerous down there. There's like lava and
How
so
far
on down
down was
there.
it?
How far was it, Clark?
It was potentially like a half mile underground.
Potentially a half mile underground, give or take.
Well, I guess if you would like some assistance digging that hole,
I never said I was going to do
perhaps
that.
perhaps I wouldn't be the best person to be discussing this with.
No, 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 no. I could talk to I could talk to Morris about it. I could talk to Morris potentially because he has his rebuilding fund and all that.
Oh, the
I believe.
reconstruction fund. I do so
Yes,
hope that
exactly.
helps.
Because like that could help go towards a well, and you could no longer outsource your water, and that would make sure you have more money, because money's important.
Hmm. Okay. She seems a little like put off by your sort of assurance and very like leaning into how important money is.
I'm just trying to be helpful. That is all.
Yes, thank you, dearie. I should
What's your
really get back to my crops.
Before I leave, I'm gonna cast light on another one and walk away.
She is completely having seen the first one. She is still like completely amazed by it. And she goes, and as you walk away, you see that she is putting the other one in the shade right next to the other light watermelon.
I guess I'll head back to the forge, I guess, and then catch
Alrighty,
up with the others.
gotcha. So
Um,
Sarah walks over. Y'all meet together again.
uh, she seemed like a normal old lady. I had to explain to her how irrigation works slightly.
Hmm. Seems like she
Other,
uses magic.
you think?
Well, I think that there's no other way to get those crops to grow out here.
Well,
I think she knows more than she lets on.
I asked her about where she got the water from. Apparently, they outsource it from Dunwich, a port town, which seems weird. That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
It does seem a little off, but
I don't know.
she seemed so delighted when I just cast a simple light spell on her watermelons. Like
I'd be on your guard around her.
her eyes like bulged out of her head. It was kind of weird.
She may be looking for thralls.
God.
Keep your eye out.
Um. No, that's about it. Well, actually, there was other people that I was mentioned. There's Theon, the mayor slash owner of the town. We should watch out for, and someone called Vulture. I just wrote down town idiot. That's all I wrote.
Jeremiah, overhearing the name, spits on the ground.
Is
what?
he the thing that I saw the other day when we first met?
Yeah, little shitling.
How has he stolen a
Shitling.
lot from you?
Not much of anything. Not much anything of value. Just wanders around, picks up scraps of metal, and runs off to God knows where.
I'm gonna go see if I can track him down.
Some form of pack rat.
Can I track him? Can I see if I can track him?
Yeah, having seen him with your looking around earlier, you can definitely try to track him. That would be a survival
Okay,
check, please.
I'm gonna give you guidance on that.
Okay.
So you get
All
a plus.
right.
You can add a roll. You can roll a d4 with that.
Okay. 21.
21. All right, looking around and seeing his movements, you can you go and you just sort of track him. You can actually go and you see his footprints, but they aren't really footprints. They're more like gliding prints. Because he like really drags his feet when he walks. He's sort of like scuttling about.
God.
You go and it takes you maybe like 5 minutes to sort of narrow down exactly where it is, and you look and you gaze down one of the last alleys before the town opens up completely up into the desert. And looking in, you can see him. 1 moment.
Oh, you got a pic. Oh, you got a picture?
No, I don't have a picture. I just have a.
Ah.
I have some pictures. I'm not sure how I'm going to share them just yet. I'll do it eventually. I just got to figure it out. I'll probably just have to do it over OBS or in Discord. So
just post the picture in Discord and then we understand.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I can.
Put in the player. Just put in the.
Yeah, I'll start doing that when people pop up. But there we go. So this is sort of what Vulture looks like. Sort of this hunched over. He's a weasel-like man. And he's going and like grabbing scrap metal out from his bag and sort of like packing it around.
Tracked him.
Yeah. Followed.
He's like looking at you. His eyes are extremely bloodshot. And he's just sort of like his eyes are darting around as you go to approach him, as if looking for a exit.
I kneel beside him and sort of clap him on the back in such a way that he can't really get away, kind of like a dad would do after they caught you masturbating or something.
Jesus Christ! All right, can you make a grapple check?
Okay, so it's just an opposed strength.
He's gonna try for dex. He's going to try and like dodge out of your way here.
You lost guidance, but
do I have proficiency?
No, you don't have proficiency in a grapple check. It's just a strength check.
You don't have guidance anymore, too. So just be aware of that you don't have guidance. Because
14.
14. All right. You reach over to grab him, and he tries to like sort of weasel his way out, but you grip onto the back of his like baggy cloak, forcing him to stay in his hunched position. He is very frightened.
you're doing with all this scrap metal?
Well, what do you do? Who are you? What do you want?
Well, I'm Bones. I'm new around here. I thought I would get acquainted with you.
Hey, you have a fancy way of doing that one, partner.
Well, I see you, going around looking for these scraps of metal all throughout town, and what are you using them for? If I come across anything in my travels, I could bring it back to you. You don't need to steal it.
Well, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm stealing, per se.
Well, you don't need to debase yourself like this.
Debase myself? Are you kidding? Look at this. He goes and he gestures to the alley behind him. This is all mine. Nobody else's. This is mine. I'm making my life.
Well, what's in the alley?
Hmm? I mean, it's a dark alley between two sandstone buildings. There's just sort of like piles of trash and like pieces of metal over in the corner. You can see that there's like some
Nobody's
half.
making anything.
Yeah, there's some half-eaten food
Crash fort.
over. Yeah, there's like some half-eaten food over in the corner, which upon closer inspection includes a lot of greens and peppers, likely from the Rusty Crown outpost in the meal you had earlier today. It does seem that there's a small table where he seems to be like tinkering with something, but
Well, what are you working on there?
that's none of your business.
All right. Um,
Want
Would you
Bones? You want
please let me go?
Bones? You want me to talk to him?
Would you please let me go?
well, I just wanna, I wanna have a. I'm curious. I'm curious about you. It seems like they don't like you
What?
very much in town,
What?
and they keep talking about how you're taken from them, but it doesn't seem to me like you're you're not employed in the town or anything. You're working on your own projects, clearly, and it just strikes me that I see some of myself in you. You don't know where you're going, what the deal with this town is, and you want to do your own thing. I can respect that, but I think that it would benefit everybody. It would be to everyone's great pleasure if you could um, maybe consider whether other people are using the things that you take.
Friend? What are you talking about? People of this town, they love me. Why do you think they keep leaving all this stuff out for me? They're gifts. They're giving them to me. They know they like me. I mean, except for Jeremiah. I mean, it's weird. He like leaves the gifts out. I think it's like mad when I go to grab him. I think he like is shy or something. He like doesn't want he doesn't like want to see me take it. I mean, hey, I feel kind of bad for the guy. you know.
Can I insight check that?
Yep, go
If he
right
actually
ahead.
believes what he's if he believes what he's actually saying.
Go right ahead.
That's an 18.
He believes it. He is being very
Well,
truthful.
You
all right then,
poor
Vulture.
you poor soul. Do you have
All
a
right
name?
then, Vulture.
Do you
Vulture.
have an actual name?
My name is
You have an
Vulture. That's the only name I ever need to be known by.
I was
Bird of prey. Yeah.
Bird of prey. Yeah.
That's not what a vulture is.
Yeah, it is.
Young man. You can stay here with him,
A
Sarah, but I'm gonna go
singular
back to
bird
town.
of prey.
I'm gonna hand Jeremiah a gold coin.
Okay.
Hey, this is for Vulture.
Clark, I then proceed to go into a 10-minute conversation on what a bird of prey is and what a scavenger bird is.
All right.
Reciting from the dictionary.
Despite everything that you say, he sits there quietly for a few minutes while you explain all of this. Or actually, make me a quick nature check, Jake.
A nature check?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
just to make sure you know what you're talking about.
That's a natural one.
Bird of prey, that's like a
That's a
pelican.
natural one. That's a
Natural one. You
Bird
start.
of prey is actually a religious type of bird.
Yeah. A bird of prey. God damn it, Eddie. You start talking about this, and he's just like, no. Fuck you. Fuck you. Vulture's bird of prey. Hunts things. Very
Oh my
respected.
God,
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
You sound
Fuck
like
you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Who's that guy from King of the Hill? Jimmy. That's what he reminds me of right now.
He just puts his hands and he's just like, fuck you. Fuck off. Bird of prey. Get out of here. Who are you? You. Points over to him guy. Are you here to give patronage? What are you here for? What do you want?
I don't know why I'm here, sir.
Well, I guess that is
I'm
the
just
the
here with
great
them.
question, and you have come to a real philosophizer.
I will give him something.
You, what are you doing here? Get out of here. Fuck you.
I'm going to pull out one of the nice bottles of booze that I got from the
Oh my god, the nice
the
bottle of
cave.
booze.
I have
forgot
4
about those.
bottles. I'm gonna give him one. And be
All
like,
right.
here's to your patronage.
Now, usually, of course, I do not indulge it. Dulls my senses, my genius. But, well, for future reference, this isn't my preferred present. But thank you. Of course, you shall be remembered. What was your name?
You can call me Sarah.
Sarah. I like the name. Can I have it?
You want my name?
Yeah. Can I have it? I mean, obviously, I'll let you use it, I guess. But like,
how about we trade for it?
what do you want?
What's the thing on the table?
It's a little piece of work I've been doing with. He
I see.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh. That's a 22, buddy.
All right. He is reluctant. He walks over, and he lifts up this piece of metal. It's just sort of like this amalgamated hunk of metal, which seems to form a handle, and then just sort of like at a 90-degree angle, just like a thing that points outwards.
Wow. What's that do? It's really nice.
Well, nothing yet, but
Well, I'm willing to trade my name and another bottle for that device. Because I'm very curious on what it does.
What else you got? You got like metal?
Metal.
Because I gotta like remake that. If I give that to you, I'm gonna have to remake it.
I don't really have anything metal on me. Actually.
Got any like knives or anything? Anything sharp?
I have that sharpened rock in my pocket, in my bag. I'll show it to him if he's interested.
All right. He grabs the rock and he looks at it intently.
Stone.
He's like, "This is an old Sartan arrowhead, isn't it?"
You know what it is?
Yeah. This is an arrowhead, right?
Yes. Obviously.
You got yourself a deal.
Good. So should I call you Sarah from now on?
Nah, call me Vulture. But if anybody catches me, I'll be using the name Sarah, so don't worry.
You can use it to your heart's content.
Of course I can. It's mine. What are you still doing here? Fuck you. Get out.
So when can I have the thing?
Well, you're holding it. Fuck you. Get out.
Oh, it's in my hand. Okay, I have it. Okay.
Yeah. Hey.
Pleasure.
Hey. Get out. Fuck you. We never spoke. Fuck you. Get out.
Fuck
All
you.
right, bye.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Get out.
Fuck you.
Bye,
Get
Sarah.
out. You. What do you want? Big one.
Me?
Yeah, you. What do you want? Something to give?
What do you have to offer me?
You want to buy a
I'd like a
Sartan
surprise.
arrowhead?
Clark,
Why
what the
don't you
fuck
do
do
me a
I
good
own now?
deed? And
What Clark? What the fuck do I own?
Or hold on, let
What
me
is
let me do him guy first. Is there anything you would
Gotcha.
like to do with Vulture him guy?
I'd kind of like, are there any hooks hanging in the area that above the ground, specific like high above the ground?
Any hooks? No.
Yeah. No. Damn it.
No.
I'd be like, do you have a pin? Do you have a nail I could borrow?
Want a nail?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna give me for it?
A little dance.
Dance first.
Okay.
Dance first.
Performance
Can I
check.
roll?
Yeah.
Rolling for performance check. Okay, hold on. That is a 13 plus 8, sir. 21.
21. All right. Describe to me your
Or 15
dance.
kind of deal. Okay, so it's a lot of it's almost like tap dancing, but it's not quite tap dancing. It's almost like an Irish jig.
I
And
was gonna
I've got
say
my
it's like a
little flute.
jig.
I'm playing my little flute whilst doing it.
All right.
And I end in a nice little bow.
He seems very impressed. Ah. Well, that was nice.
Yeah,
I want it.
I went to school for it.
I want your dance.
Nice.
Can I have that nail now?
Ah, you see, you made a horrible bargaining tool where you gave to me the thing before I gave you the thing. In the future, you should know better, but luckily for you, I am a generous god. He flicks the
You
nail
really
towards
are
you.
generous. Thank you so much. You're so kind.
Yes, thank you.
I nail it into the wall.
Okay.
And I go, would you like to see a magic trick?
Sure.
I'm working on my performance skills. My dancing is top tier, as you know, but my magic skills could use some work. But I do need you to close your eyes for a quick second.
He stares directly at you.
That's not closing your eyes. Would you like a blindfold? I can do a blindfold for you.
Will you hurry this up or get the fuck out?
I swiftly lift him up and hang him on the nail. It's hanging about like 7 feet in the air, about as reaching distance from my arm. So
Make
make
a
that
grapple
8 feet
check.
in the air. Yep, got you.
Fucking little weasel.
That's a natural 20.
Nat 20. All right.
That is a swift lift. Okay.
All right. You grab and you hoist him up and you put him on the thing. His robes are very loose, so he still like is touching the ground.
No, I'm like 7 foot. My arm's length is like 8 feet. Is he tall? He can't be that tall.
They're very loose robes. Like he has like maybe 2 feet of extra robe on it. Like he's on his tippy toes and he's touching the ground. And he does not seem pleased. What the fuck?
Ta-da! And I walk away.
Before you walk away,
Yes,
does an 11 hit?
it does not.
All right. As you walk away, he slashes at you with the arrowhead,
Arrowhead.
missing you entirely.
And I'll take that. I'll be taking that. Thanks.
What?
I like to think that like if he tries to slash me, I'll just take it.
Well, no, he just sort of like went to
No.
shank you and then he missed.
Bad child. Bad. Bad, Sarah. Bad.
What? What? What did I do?
No,
You
not
can
you,
hear
him.
it from
Oh,
down the
gotcha.
street. All right.
What? So what's in my arms, Clark?
Hmm?
What?
Make an
did I-
investigation check.
Investigation. 15.
15. All right. You have heard tale of a piece of mechanics which can be used to fire a small piece of metal at rapid speeds. A firearm, if you will.
Oh my God, I have a gun.
What you are holding within your hand is something that is in the general shape of one, but upon closer investigation, you find that the key features that you know about this type of thing are missing. It is
Have I
not a
seen?
barrel, it is a solid chunk of metal. There is no triggering mechanism. It is several shards of metal pushed together to seem in the form of a firearm.
I traded 2 nice bottles of wine for this. Can I use this as a melee weapon, Clark?
You can try.
Actually, I'm gonna bring it back to the blacksmith. See if I can get anything out of this.
Eddie, you're getting some weird feedback. Is somebody dying near you?
I'm watching a video of a really fat guy going down a water slide.
Okay. You
Clark,
go
I'm gonna
you go to
Sounds like a lot
Jeremiah.
of people are,
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna go to Jeremiah and see. I'll be like, hey, I just somehow traded this from Vulture. Is this
Why are
worth?
you dealing with Vulture?
I just gave him some nice wine.
Oh
Honestly,
yeah, no. Let's give him some wine. I'm sure that'll calm him down.
I don't know what to do with this. I was just interested in talking to him, to be honest, and see if I could swindle him. But honestly, I feel like I got swindled.
He grabs the hunk of metal and he looks at it. He's like, "This is piss metal.
Can't really do much with it.
This is piss metal.
I can melt it down to the approximate size of a coin."
I went over there
Melt
to
it
give
down
him
to
a gold
piss.
coin, right?
Yeah, he accepted the gold coin, gave you a bit of a
Have a look at
side
that.
eye, but yeah.
Can I have a look at that?
Thing I got from Vulture.
Ah.
Go ahead.
So what do I see?
It's it looks like a gun, but it's all metal. It's just
Robot eyes see.
Your robot eyes see a conglomerated piece of metal in the form of a barrel attached to a handle.
Well, if you were to put some pneumatics in here,
It's a solid. There's no barrel. It's not even.
do we know what
There's no
guns
hole.
are?
Yeah,
You have
he
heard
knows what.
very general ideas of them. It's sort of like a new weaponry that isn't used often, but it's used enough to where you have like a general idea of what it looks like.
I think I'd be a little cautious that the scrounger who thinks he's a god is trying to make weapons, but that's just me. I'm gonna hand you back the gun.
Not even a gun, really. It's missing literally everything else. It's a solid piece of metal. There's no hole in it. It's not even a
Oh,
barrel.
it's impossible to put a hole in a piece of metal. Famous impossible task.
Have you seen Vulture? He doesn't have the capacity to drill a hole.
Underestimate someone at the fringes of society.
He doesn't know what an apex bird is.
You don't know what
You
that is
don't know
either.
what an apex bird is.
You
know
weren't
less
there.
than Vulture. You were talking about bats or something.
I was, to be honest, I was
Pretty
kind of
sure they were-
homeschooled to a degree. To a degree, I was kind of
Yeah,
homeschooled.
well-
To a
so.
degree, they
Oh.
take you out after elementary school because it wasn't Christian enough.
No. To be honest, I don't really want this. If you want it,
I'll take it. I'll tinker with it.
if you can make a gun out of it, you can give it back to me if you want.
I'll see what I can do.
I would say that's about it for out of me. I don't know.
Because I feel like I would see where all the tubes and the cartridge and stuff should go.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm ready to chillax for the next couple of days. Try to kill time. I do want to, Clark. I do want to meditate.
Okay.
And see if for those 3 days to see if I get anything of significance.
Yeah. If you want, you can go and it's starting to get late. You can go and just sort of finish out your day in your rooms. If not, you can go into the tavern. I'm sure there will be some people down there who you could potentially speak to, but that is completely up to you.
You want? You want to go to the tavern, guys? It's
Yeah.
getting late.
Sun is on its way down. It's setting.
So we'll be able to meet the rest of the town potentially, and they might want to talk to us as quote unquote heroes from what we've been told. Because Morris seems to be making us the talk of the town. for better or for worse.
Yeah, I mean, I'll hang out with Jeremiah until he closes shop for the night, and then
I will head to the Rusty Crown then.
I'll
If
go take
anyone.
I'll make a watch at the foot of the cave just to make sure nothing suspicious happens.
Okay.
We still don't know what was causing the creatures in there.
Him guy, anything?
No, I think him guys had enough action for the day.
All right.
Can take a nap.
Okay.
I'll hang around in the tavern.
Sounds good. As night falls, Jeremiah closes up shop. He and Ornique both go over into the Rusty Crown. Also within there is the Fearbolg again, dressed entirely in red, and a figure who you have not met before. He
Oh.
Wait, who are you talking
Oh
to
no.
specific?
who any of you have met before.
Okay.
Him guy is asleep. Bones, are you going into the tavern or no?
I'll go into the tavern after a few hours if there's no activity.
Okay.
I'm partying with the 2 bottles of booze I still have left.
Mm-hmm. All right. So walking in, yep. So you see those two, some locals, sort of scattered about, and then standing sort of awkwardly in the corner is a very thin dragonborn. His scales are sort of like a darkish brown. He's dressed in luxurious clothes, but they have been sort of like caked in dirt and as if they haven't been cleaned in a while. Um, his scales just sort of like poke out a little underneath his linens, sort of showing his draconic features.
Do I see this as soon as I walk in, or?
Yeah, like sitting there just for a little while, like looking around the room. He's just kind of like standing in the corner with a drink.
I'm just gonna for now. I'm just gonna find an empty table and I'm gonna get those 2 bottles out and ask Silith for a glass.
Did you just bring your own alcohol into my bar?
I offer. I will offer her one as well. I found these in the I found these in the cave. Seems like I found these in the.
Oh,
Your
Eddie, your mic is.
Oh, sorry.
I'll tell her I found these in the cave. They were in some crates. The spoils of the adventure. If you want to have a glass, you can have one for free as a thank you.
Divines, you are jumpy. I was joking, but I'll take you up. She grabs one of the bottles and just sort of walks away. And a couple, about a minute later, Ronald walks over and puts a couple glasses onto your table.
Thank you. Now I have one left. I'm gonna uncork it and take a sip, I guess.
All right. The beverage itself is sort of like hot and sweet. It seems that the time it has spent down there and in the heat of the desert in that cave sort of made it congeal a little, so it's a little syrupy. But it's alcohol. It certainly is strong.
Do I need to roll anything to get drunk?
Not yet. No? Not for
yet.
one sip. If you wish to go further, then.
Oh, I'm going further. Absolutely.
All right, then make me a Constitution check.
Check or save?
Save.
13.
13. As you go in for your second sip, you're starting to feel it already. You're getting a little tipsy.
Jesus Christ, I'm a lightweight.
You only weigh like 5 pounds.
No. I keep going, I guess. I'm gonna try and finish my cup.
All right, make another check with disadvantage.
Better 17.
17. Okay, despite everything, you are still getting still like a little more drunk, but just sort of like maintaining the level that you were already at.
I'm gonna like look around the room, and I'm gonna look over to that dragonborn looking fellow.
Mm-hmm.
Want a glass? As I say, like holding the bottle up, like waving it around a little bit.
Make a persuasion check.
Is it like Fallout where like I get advantage since I'm drunk? I'm joking.
I think it is actually, technically
Yeah,
speaking.
yeah, you do get advantage in Fallout at least because if you
Or
drink
not in
more.
Fallout. I know.
Regardless, I rolled a 17 anyway.
Okay. Yep. He goes. He sort of nervously walks over, just like sits down sheepishly, and pours himself a very small amount.
What? What's your name?
My name is Theon. Kind of the owner or mayor or something of this town.
I heard about you.
You heard about me? Who's talking about me? Who is it?
Oh, it's just the nice potion lady. She was really nice to me. I showed her coin tricks. And I like do like some like weird like thing with my hands, like wiggling them around.
Okay. He looks over his shoulder at Ornique, who is sitting with Jeremiah, and it seems that she might have noticed mentioning her, and she's like gazing over at Theon. He like puts his hand over to the side of his face, like shielding himself from her gaze. Oh God, she always makes me so damn nervous.
What to be nervous about?
She's gonna kill me, poison me. I don't know, man.
She wouldn't do that.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Why am I here? Why am I here? Oh, yeah, well, I guess I'm here for you. I was told by Morris, I should come and at least greet the people who
Me?
came.
Aw, that's sweet.
Well, I mean, you and your group. I saw the Goliath fellow. I already went up, and I heard the tiefling hasn't been seen around much today. But and
He was
him, yes. Looking over at you, Bones. Yeah. Well, since it's just like the two of you, just come here, good sir. Gestures over towards you, Bones.
I'll come over.
Hi, Bones. How are you?
I'm alright. I wasn't really paying attention.
This stuff is really bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Give me a sip. I'll have a swig.
All right.
Belch.
Yeah, you can like feel the viscosity of it going down your throat.
I have a +5 Constitution modifier and immunity to poison.
Yeah, it's not poison per se, and since it's your first drink, you're fine. But
yeah, okay. Well, I'm not having any more of this.
All right.
That means I'm gonna wash that out of my mouth with. I'm gonna head over to the bar.
Oh wait, hey, before you do, he goes.
I'll be right back.
No, please, I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be, please.
Okay. Stay cool.
All right. He stands up,
so
like
cool.
tries to dust himself off a little bit. He's like, well,
let me help that, and I cast prestidigitation on him and burst all the dust off of him and sand and whatnot to clean up him.
All right.
Now the sand is all over the bar.
Yeah, sand is now all over the bar. Ornique gives you a like brutal look. A couple of the locals start to murmur to themselves. Well, anyways, on behalf of Dry Gully, I wish to offer you a sincere thanks for emptying out the mine, and we look forward to working with you in the future. All right, is that satisfactory? I guess.
Well, I didn't hear the first half of the conversation. What does he want again? Sorry.
He wanted to thank us, Bones.
Oh,
That's
well,
it.
Are you thanked? Do you feel thanked? I don't know. I'm not very good with these
So I
people's.
feel
you're
thankful right
quite
now.
welcome. We'll be around here going forward. So you need anything, you just come to us.
That is
Yeah, we're the
excellent.
best.
Well, I don't know about that, but we're alive.
Excellent. All right. Well, in that case, I guess I will see you later. He puts down his barely drunk liquor and just immediately walks out the door and leaves.
Well, if he's not gonna finish it, I will. I take it.
All right.
Drink the
Another
whole thing.
Constitution check with disadvantage.
I drink the whole thing.
All right.
Oh, with disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
That's an 11. You're really starting to feel it. It is It is difficult to walk. It is a little difficult to even sit up straight.
I
I'm gonna pull Sarah over my shoulder.
All right. Are you accepting, Sarah?
I'm so sorry, Bones. I didn't want this to happen.
as you're
I'm in the iconic Clark scenario right now.
I just
that is
wanted
true.
my
It's like,
Scenario DLC.
yeah.
It all went downhill when my letters got stolen.
Well, they didn't get stolen. They got read, which is still a breach of privacy, but you have them back.
It cost me 90 gold.
Well, we'll make back more than that, making this mysterious box delivery that will definitely not go wrong in any way.
Can you tell me what time it is, Bones?
What time is it?
I don't know. What time do you think it is?
No.
About
Check
6
my-
p.m.
Check my bag.
It's
I
a solid
want to
8
know what
p.m.
time it is, Bones.
Okay, I'll check Sarah's bag.
Okay.
Do you have
It's
a
8
watch or
p.m.
something?
You open up the bag and looking within, you find a exquisitely made pocket watch with the emblem of a lantern on the front.
When you're done with it, just put it back in my bag, please.
Okay, check the time.
It's like
Seems
9 p.m.
it's already 9
Oh,
p.m.
close.
Let's get you to bed.
Thank you.
All right.
Tim guy is sleeping
tuck
in
Sarah
Sarah's
in.
bed.
I'm like,
All right, you walk into Sarah's room, and you just hear this immense snoring from him guy.
Does him guy have a room?
No, him guy's been sleeping on the porch.
What, you all have
God.
rooms?
You all have
Fucking-
rooms.
I have a
You-
room?
What? Yeah, there are four. There are
Well,
like 6 rooms. You guys have a room.
Be sleeping, so I'm gonna put Sarah to bed in my room
Okay.
and then just leave.
All right. As you were
Thank you,
walking up the
Bones.
stairs, Silith, having herself killed probably half of the bottle that was given to her, just looked up and just said, "Divine save us."
Yeah, it's not the best.
I
Snores.
passed out in me. I
Snores
passed out
echo.
within
Did you
seconds.
close the door? Did you close the door after leaving him guy's room? Because him guy's
That's
snoring
technically
loud.
my room. You're in my
Sarah's
room,
room?
dick.
Sarah. Sarah's room. Him guy's sleeping in Sarah's room, not knowing. He just walked in. And was like, "Yeah, this looks nice."
All right,
Yeah, I closed it.
you go to close the door. You go to latch it on the outside. Once again, noticing that there's a small hole in the door where the lock used to be. All right, and is there anything else you would like to do this evening, Bones?
Not really. I think I'm ready to call it a night.
All right.
He's gonna have a surreal like thing, being like, "This is where I am right now. This is happening."
Yeah.
All right.
Do we have an outro?
What?
We're not done yet.
Yeah, no, we have another quick thing here. So you all go to your rest. You wake up the next morning. Is there anything in particular you would like to do over the next 2 days?
Oh, I have to work with this Jeremiah.
Yeah.
My unpaid internship.
Other than realize how hammered I got the other night, I'm just gonna do some.
You are hungover. You are 100%
Oh, I'm
hungover.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah.
I'm for at least that good half of the first second day. I'm just been in my room, just drinking water, being like just like no lights in the room.
Mhm.
Just other than that, I'm just trying to meditate
Okay,
and quiet.
gotcha. Anything you would like to do, Bones?
Not really.
All right, sounds good. So over the next couple days, you go, you get what you get your strings.
Fucking dessert.
You get your strings, him guy,
But
through your work with Jeremiah. At the end of the second, or at the end of the third day, he just looks over at you and says, "Well, you done good work. Where's the gold?"
about that, how does that internship feel about payment?
Well, you worked what, 2 days? That's 2 gold. So
2 gold.
23. 23 gold. Where is it?
Can I get back to you after this mission about that?
Sure.
Him,
I'll keep your crossbow safe.
him guy, do you
Okay.
need him guy? Do you need a loan?
That would be great.
How much does he owe?
23 gold.
Okay.
I can pitch in 3, so 20 gold. Exactly, and only 3.
I can put forth 20 gold.
All right.
Okay.
So you now have yourself a heavy crossbow with 20 bolts.
You owe me him, guy.
Right.
Just remember that.
I do. I know. This next mission's
Sarah,
yours.
at the top right of your screen, you say Sarah will remember that.
Sarah will remember that. Him guy will remember that out of fear.
Did I see anything, Clark, at all?
What do you mean?
All right, never mind. I meditated. Yeah.
Nothing in particular. It was mostly just the similar visions to ones that you have had before. The idea of that you are in a large storm following a lantern light. But nothing more specific.
Gotcha.
All right. So, it is now the dawn of your fourth day. Morris is waiting outside the LCC offices next to a very large cart. The crate is resting on the ground next to it. It hasn't been loaded up yet, but the large canvas sheet has been pulled off of it. Strangely enough, this cart is not being pulled by a beast of burden like you would expect. It is actually hitched up to a giant crab.
Oh my God, Clark.
As you approach him, Morris is looking very flustered and just says, "Well, this is the last time I will be ordering a cart from the bogs. This letter states that he is well behaved and should have no problem maintaining the pace of an ox."
It's a crab, though.
I am very aware that it is a crab.
I don't think I've ever seen one that big.
I'm not sure I have ever seen one.
Because you're in the middle of the desert and you don't know what a crab is. Okay.
Well, apologies, your great travelerness.
I just forget sometimes. That's it.
Sure.
Which one of you wants the drive the cart?
I'll drive the cart.
Okay. Make me an animal handle.
I have land
or
vehicle proficiency, actually.
Excuse me, you do?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard someone actually take that.
Oh, you
before.
also have animal handling, don't you?
Yeah, I have
go
animal
for it.
handling and land vehicle proficiency. I should probably drive.
All right, Bones, make me a quick animal handling check.
I'm gonna give him guidance.
All right.
I like guidance. Guidance is dope. Ooh,
I'll
that's not
just be a
very good.
backseat driver.
Okay. That's a 12 for animal handling.
Okay.
Average.
You go and you walk up and try to like sort of pat the crab a little bit. It seems displeased as you go to sort of reach further around it to like check its rigging. It just sort of like snaps its claw at you.
Hey, I'm not trying to hurt you.
Snip, 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 snip.
Oh, what?
Snip, 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 snip.
Well, I don't have any industrial rubber bands, so this will have to do.
I have some rope.
He's fine. He's cool. He's chill.
He is currently
He's
hitched up
crab.
to the thing. He's not like not. He's like hitched up.
It
He's
is
crab.
it is a trained crab.
Yeah, it's from the
He's a
box.
trained crab. Let him do his job, right, buddy?
All
I
right.
sniff at the crab. I just clap at him.
You have like those little like clappers,
I go like
those
clap, clap.
music instruments, like the little tiny like the things. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Symbols. I don't have symbols.
No,
I
not
have,
cymbals,
I have
but
a flute and
they make like a clapping sound.
clapping. You mean my hands? Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, sure. That works. All right, I'm getting on the cart.
All right.
How big? How
Oh
big?
wait.
Is the cart?
Before you do, we should probably get the crate. The crate onto the cart.
Oh yeah, well you might want to take
How
that. I lift
heavy?
the crate. I lift
Yeah,
the
how-
crate.
So
I just lift it.
the crate itself is 4 feet by 4 feet by 9 feet.
Oh,
It
that's
is
a big.
very old, crafted from wood, which seems to be rotting. When you lay your hands on it, it's still hard to the touch, as if it's being like physically held together by the previously mentioned arcane barrier. An emblem has burned into the wood. It depicts a T using 2 horizontal lines and 3 vertical. It looks like this.
Would I know this?
Would either of us know this? Yeah.
Make me a history check.
Ooh, history.
Yeah.
Ho, that's a 21. That's a 21, buddy.
If you would like to make a history check,
I
Eddie, you may
got a-
also do so with advantage.
13 plus
Me?
4,
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
17. What was yours, Jake?
21.
21.
Hang on. History with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 11.
11.
Dude,
Okay.
You still have
girls.
you still have guidance on you because of the crab.
Oh.
Because it lasts a minute, so I
yeah, a
figured
minute or
it
a
would-
successful thing.
Okay, 12.
12. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
So looking at it, him guy and Sarah, you know that this is the symbol of the Unitary, the old empire which once ruled around 200 years ago and ruled for 5,000 years before then. As for you, Bones, you don't get any specific draw from it, but your spectral ancestors seem to swell.
Thing's fucking
Gotcha.
old.
What is it called again?
It's a
From the-
crate.
It's a crate from the
No,
Unitary.
what's the symbol?
It's the
The
symbol
Unitary.
of the Unitary.
Yeah.
Why would we be
Keep
hauling
murder
something?
Do we have S here?
There's with us.
As you say that, Ass very sleepily meanders his way out from the out from the rusty
Everyone.
crown and just sort of leans himself up against the wheels of one of the carts or of the
Have you
cart.
have you been sleeping this whole time?
Perhaps.
Nods.
What do you mean? Perhaps. I mean, what have you been doing?
Perhaps.
Sleeping.
Sleeping, pondering, doing. I have research. Things you should don't worry your mind about it.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
12.
Hard to read.
All right, fair enough. How big is this cart? Is this enough to fit all of us? And
The cart is large enough to where when you put the actual crate on it, there should be enough room for people to sit on either side of it fairly comfortably.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
gonna
a
get in the
it's.
back.
All right, you climb into the back. And Morris once again looks at you and just says, Sarah, the crate.
I thought it was already in the cart.
It is not in the cart. Oh, would you like to try and pick it up, him guy? Okay. Make me a strength check, please.
Strength check. Come on, baby, give me some. Okay, do I have anything to add to that?
2D plus your strength mod.
My strength mod, I know. I have 12 plus 4, 16.
16. Okay, what's your strength score? Like, what's the actual number for your strength?
I have plus 4. My strength is 19.
Okay. You go to lift it up, and you can like sort of get it a little bit, but it is too heavy. This thing is around 600 pounds.
Oh shit! I go, woo! That's a big boy.
Bones, you wanna help? If you want to get both ends, and then I can get like maybe the center. Bones has been deactivated. Understandable.
What?
Okay.
Wait, hang on. I didn't hear.
Bones, you wanna grab
help
the?
Me lift this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys get the ends. I get the center.
Must have gone down or something.
That's
you guys
fine.
get the ends. I get the center. We can probably get it up there.
Okay. I'm gonna have all of you make a strength check, and we'll average them together.
Okay.
Strength check.
Natural
20.
19 plus 4.
19.
Natural 20.
All right. With all of you doing this together, and with a little bit of quote unquote help from Asf, who seems more to be dangling off of the crate than actually lifting it.
Adding weight to
it. You go and you slide the crate in there, no problem. As you start to
never actually lift anything in his life, so he doesn't know how to hold it. So he's hanging onto the top of it. So he's putting all of his weight onto the top and pushing down, but not pushing up at all.
As you all sort of settle in, Morris walks over one last time, says, there are only a few more things before you should leave. I would like to be able to contact you, especially if I'm able to secure you another job while you're out in Elam. Who would like to be the conduit?
Since I'm probably the most magically inclined, I can.
Yeah, I went to school. I went to school for magic. You can do it. I just want to. I don't want you to not credit me for going to school.
I never said that. I said I'm the most magically inclined, so I'm the most adept at the magic. That's what I'm saying.
You fucking people.
What?
I'm driving the cart. There's no other division of labor here. Just fucking sit back there.
The conduit.
I'll do it.
Okay. He climbs up on the cart, sort of standing behind you. Within his hand is a small glass vial. He grabs the back of your head and pushes it forward, kind of pushing your hair up to reveal the back of your neck.
What the fuck are you doing?
Very gently. No, don't worry. It's a part of the process. I promise it is perfectly safe. Morris gently pours a single drop onto the back of your neck. There's a slight stinging sensation, followed by a acrid smell, which like kind of hurts your nostrils a little bit. I promise that goes away in a day.
Can I attempt to punch him?
Go ahead, make a attack roll.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a melee punch.
Mm-hmm.
That would be he didn't warn her. Wouldn't be considered harassment.
I rolled a 13.
13, it just hits.
Let's go.
So what's your?
That's 2 damage.
2 damage.
Can I use Spirit Shield to reduce the damage?
Are you kidding me?
By
3d6, which is at least 4.
Yeah. All right. Yep. As you go to like elbow or punch him, your fist like stops right beforehand, but you can't really tell why that happened.
I'm just driving the cart, man.
Yeah. Morris is frightened a little bit, and he's just like, "Oh, whoa! I apologize. I am sorry. It's a part of the process."
Process for what?
Well, I have a certain ability in which I can send messages through animals, and it helps to have a conduit, if you will.
I know what now.
You know, I could just never mind.
Excellent. And now the other thing. As you know, LCC has had a less than reputable reputation over the past decade, and I seek to change that with your help. If you will, and with a flourish, Morris produces and fans 4 LCC cloth patches in his left hand.
You expect me to wear this?
Yeah, why not?
Well, it certainly would help. The more advertising that you do for the guild, the more likely I am able to find more jobs for you.
What's the logo look like?
It
The one
looks.
in the intro.
No, I think that was just
Let me.
It looks like.
it looks like his face. Like-
It looks like this. It's a square patch. It has like cyan and white threads.
Nice. That's dope. Can I get that in
Sure.
neon?
Can I get that in neon? Can I get it in green?
I guess I'll try and stitch this on something that's not of significance, but it'll go on me somewhere.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Should we watch out for anything on the travel out of town?
Yes,
the
of course. Those dastardly, nasty, filthy, the sharp teeth and claw, the Again,
Were you
apologies.
about to say
The humans. Yes, the humans. I apologize again. I am not sure where you are from. The humans.
I am from the Garden District, to be clear. I am not from that blasted bog that people constantly stereotype me for. I'm from a somewhat loving home that I don't want to talk about.
I think we should. I think we should go.
I also do not want to talk about it.
You.
I don't want to
Let's
either.
Go.
I want to leave.
End this. Can you start the crab, please?
Can you start a crab?
Can you start the crab?
You want to get out and push?
Yeah. I start.
Yeah, I'm gonna imaginary go over to the ripcord and go. Brum, 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 brum.
You hear a mechanical whirring, and my ear holes just shut.
He is a dad.
All right.
We're going.
Thank the Lord.
And if you are all right, with a quick crack of the whip, the crab reacts instantly and goes and starts scuttling forward. It's just sort of like.
Brum, 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 brum. It sounds like a. Who else?
I assure you, the sound is perfectly normal.
He says that as we're going away in the distance, so it just gets quieter. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, he's it's not whooping, but it definitely is like that, like the sound of like chitin sort of bumping and cracking into each other. It's like that clicking.
It's like a Tumblr girl.
Something like here. Let me see if I can make this just like.
Yeah.
So what do we name it?
Greg.
Who? What else but Zoidberg?
Greg the crab.
You all still have Zoidberg.
Zoidberg's gonna outlive all of us.
Let's name him Harold after Harold Zoid.
Harold works. I like Harold.
All right.
Ash, what do you think? Good ideas. Let's go with Harold.
Ah, yes, Harold. I love that guy. And with that, as you set out south to the main road and then make your journey over to the Garden District, we will call that a night. Thank you for watching the Cracker Barrel podcast.
Oh my god, that was a great.